station.
I remember you. You're the one who made my dreams come true. A few kisses ago. I remember you. You're the one who said I love you too. Yes, I do. Didn't you know? And stars that fell like the rain out of the blue.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 here at the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 check.
And stars that fell just like the rain out of the blue. When my life is through and the angels ask me.
Check 1 2. Here we go. Lincoln County Apple Festival. Check it out here. Check 1 2. Here we are. Check 1 2 3.
Check 1 2. Check testing 1 2. Check 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, check.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Come through here.
To the action, you can feel it.
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherryville Gastonia, and W268CU Shelby.
Need to tackle your fall to-do list? Count on James River Equipment and John Deere to keep you running strong. Right now, a 25-horsepower John Deere
Check 1 2.
loader is just
Can you hear anything here?
$14,999. Plus, get 0%
Here's the Lincoln
financing
County
for
Apple
72
Festival
months and is backed by a 10-year warranty.
2017.
Visit JamesRiverEquipment.com today. Offer ends 10/27/17, subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. Terms, conditions, exclusions, and warranty limitations apply. See dealer for details. The James River 10-year 1,000-hour engine and powertrain warranty is at James River Equipment exclusive. See dealer for details.
This is Terry Reinhardt with the Ronaldo Automall scoreboard for Friday, September the 15th, 2017. It was Bessemer City 32, North Lincoln 27, Hendersonville 27, Burns 21 in overtime. It was Crest pulling out a 20-19 win over Weddington. Shelby defeats Kings Mountain in overtime 20-17. East Lincoln 22, East Gaston 6. It was Providence Day 55, Forest View 21. Mountain Island Charter no trouble with Commonwealth Charter 56-0. South Point 41, Stuart Kramer 14. West Lincoln loses to East Burke 32
Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
South Caldwell 14.
Check on the pink one
West
here.
Iredell 26, North Iredell
Check 1 2.
37. Asheville School defeated Community School of Davison 34-21. Union Academy 28, Northside Christian 0. Hickory 33, Bandy's 10. It was High Brighton 18, Newton Conover 17. Drawn 42, Avery County 20. Fritty Ford over St. Stephen's 55-34. And North Gaston over Lincoln in 49-27. This has been Terry Reinhardt with the Renato Auto Mall scoreboard.
Many kids get involved in drugs well before their teen years. So parents, supervise your children's activities, know their friends, and discuss their interests and problems. A big step in preventing drug abuse. A tip from Holbrooks Real Estate.
Okay, check 1 2.
Experience and successful real estate services.
Check again 1 2.
Many buyers and sellers while giving back to the community they serve. All this and more from Holbrooks Real Estate, a participating sponsor in this community awareness program.
Flu shots are now available at the Falls Pharmacy.
Check. Nothing on green now.
Drugstore in Stanley. and a medical center pharmacy in Cherryville. Come get yours today. And now all 3 stores can bill Medicaid along with Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready when that old flu bug tries to put you down. Get your flu shot now and be ready to fight back. Get yours today at Island Drugstore, Main Street in Stanley, Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston, and a Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville.
Check 1, 2. Here we
You
go.
could be the next satisfied customer at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Come in now and check out the huge selection of late model, pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. And with a low down payment, you could be riding today. Come in for all the details, and chances are you'll be the next satisfied customer from S&R Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. On S&R Auto Sales. Watch for breakfast.
1, 2.
The Creekside Clock Restaurant in Shelby,
Check.
of course. If you're hungry, try the giant breakfast, including 3 pancakes, 3 eggs any
Check.
style with your choice of bacon, sausage, liver mush, city ham, bologna, or sausage. Only $6.99. Not quite that hungry? Try 1 egg any style with grits, bacon, liver
Check.
mush,
1,
or
2.
sausage. Toast or
Check.
biscuit
1,
for
2.
$2.59. Try
Check.
the Creekside Clock for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Open 7 days a week. The Creekside Clock Restaurant, 1025 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Once Upon a Time is now. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Presented by Harris Teeter
Testing,
and
1, 2.
Pepsi. 12 stages of
Check.
I was on
nonstop
the-
entertainment.
Here you go.
This is just so much fun for everybody in the family.
Check,
Doesn't
check,
matter
check.
what age you are.
A medieval amusement park.
Can't hear anything in my
Comedy,
ear, but I can hear
daredevil
y'all.
antics and giant roasted turkey legs.
Check, check, check.
Jousting nights, men in tights, shopping, music, dance, incredible value, and delicious foods.
We love to come and eat our way through the festival. Amazing things to eat, the turkey legs and the crepes and everything else. It's a highlight of our trip every year.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Discount tickets at Harris Teeter or RenFestInfo.com.
Stay tuned to The Boss and Big O Country and learn how you can win tickets to this year's Renaissance Festival.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
and get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Check.
I'll always remember the song they were playing the first time we danced, and I knew as we swayed to the music and held to each other, I fell in love with you. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? I'll always remember that magic moment when I held you close to me. As we moved together, I knew forever you're all I'll ever need. I have this dance for the rest of my life. Would you be my partner every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I this dance for the rest of my life. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life?
We could see some patches of low cloudiness and fog around the region early on today. Otherwise, we'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. It'll be warm, only a very slight chance of an afternoon shower. Highs will reach about 81 to 86. Then tonight, mostly clear and mild. We'll have lows in the low to mid-60s. On Sunday, we'll see more sun than clouds overall. We'll continue warm tomorrow with moderate humidity. High temperatures tomorrow, again ranging about 81 to 86 degrees. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Currently from the KTC Broadcasting Studios, it's
7:32, and the temperature is 64 degrees.
Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain is throwing a huge customer appreciation celebration September 23rd and 24th. They're thanking their customers with fun activities and fantastic giveaways. Plus, they'll have incredible end-of-season deals on top makes and models of RVs, like a 2017 Heartland Big Country 3800 for just $59,332. They can't wait to thank you for making your trusted source Campers Inn. Visit Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain for amazing RV deals September 23rd and 24th. Visit them online at campersinn.com.
Where are you eating breakfast today? Have you tried the Hub Cafe located inside Medical Arts Pharmacy? The Hub opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday and 8
Summertime is finally
smile. And it's 2 bare feet on the dashboard, young love and board, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine, it's summertime. Sweet summertime. Temperature says 93 down at the deposit and guarantee, but that swimming hole, it's nice and cold. Bikini bottoms underneath, but the boys' hearts still skip a beat when them girls shimmy off them old cutoffs. And it's 2 bare feet on the dashboard, young love and an old Ford, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine, it's summertime. Sweet summertime. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Don't matter how old you are, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, when you got 2 bare feet on the dashboard, young love and an old Ford, cheap shades and a tattoo and a yoo-hoo bottle rolling on the floorboard. Perfect song on the radio. Sing along, cause it's one we know. It's a smile, it's a kiss, it's a sip of wine, it's summertime. Sweet summertime.
Strictly out of curiosity, what would happen if you got with me? Kissing you would hit the spot with me. Come on, skip a couple rocks with me. Give me any of your heart tonight. Ain't no reason that we need to be apart tonight. I got something we can start tonight. Looking at you, girl, it's hard to find. Those stars need to be wished on. Your skin needs to be kissed on. My eyes, baby, they're fixed on you in your snapback. T-shirt, your favorite rock band. Checking your makeup and my Ray-Bans. Breaking hearts like only you can in your snapback. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. In your snapback. Come on, baby, shoot a smile at me. Midnight selfie on the balcony. A little something from my lock screen. You're burning a hole in my pocket. We got the beat, let's drop it. Those stars need to be wished on. Your skin needs to be kissed on. My eyes, baby, they're fixed on you in your snapback. Tattoos cut off some Converse. Singing along to the song with the wrong words. Every move you make, baby, it works in your snapback. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. In your snapback. Those stars need to be wished on. Your skin needs to be kissed on. My eyes, baby, they're fixed on you in your snapback. T-shirt, your favorite rock band. Checking your makeup and my Ray-Bans. Breaking hearts like only you can in your snapback. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh. In your snapback.
That's right.
I love hearing that shower turn on. Bet there's nothing but a towel on you. You sing along with some Timberlake bumping, but he ain't got nothing on you.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2.
All right.
I'm talking on check, check, check. You hear that? Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Testing. Okay, that's good. Okay. So
Hey guys, don't touch. Don't touch stuff now, guys. Check 1 2.
There's the legend. Doing all right?
Of course, you're wearing a Royals hat. I'm a Royal. Well, they won one, not 22.
God, we probably started their streak. So we had to end it.
There you go.
How are y'all?
I'm here to tell you about the ultimate cooking experience. It's the Big Green Egg. The egg delivers amazing results as a grill, a smoker, and even an outdoor oven. Grill burgers, sear high temperatures, cook perfect rib, and even bake a crispy pizza. You name it, poultry, seafood, veggies, and desserts. All of the Big Green Egg. Demand the best and ask for it by name. The Big Green Egg. The cooking experience, the Big Green Egg, and a full line of Big Green Egg accessories are now available at St. Ace Hardware at Highway 27-150 West Intersection in Lincoln. When buying or selling a home, it's important to have someone you can count on to help you get answers to all of your questions. That's where Gillen Realty in Lincoln comes in. They are your hometown realty, bringing you experience, integrity, and local knowledge. Come by and talk with one of the agents today. They are there to make your real estate experience one you'll enjoy. Call 704-735-0099 or visit the website at GillenRealty.com or drop by their office at 201 South Poplar Street in Lincoln. Gillen Realty, hometown people working for you. Get the biggest off-road savings of the year now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance Sale at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off 85 in Gastonia. Rebates go up to $4,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR on high-performance razors, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and Ranger. World's best-selling utility side-by-side. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia. The summer clearance event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Now get up to $3,150 total cash allowance on select new 2017 Dodge Chargers. Get $2,000 cash allowance on the new 2017 Dodge Durangos. And that's not all. During the summer clearance sales event, get up to $4,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Journey. Come in for all details during the summer clearance event at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 Main Street in Lincoln. The summer sales event continues with red hot buys at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Now's the best time to buy. Right now, get 0% financing for up to 72 months on the 2017 Ford Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, and the F-150 truck, plus $1,000 trade cash. Come in now for all the details. Don't miss the next big Bell Car Show scheduled for Saturday, September 16th at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordShelby.com. KL Insurance is an independent insurance agency in Lincoln, specializes in working with families and small businesses for all of your insurance needs. From auto insurance to health insurance to Medicare and more. By being independent, KL Insurance can shop around the best coverage for the best dollar to fit your specific needs and budget. Drop by today. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 9 to 5. Wednesdays 9 till noon. Just call 704-732-4646 or visit the website at KLInsurance.com. Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved into the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jane Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln. Just look for the big blue awning. Online at TurnerHauserINS.com. Call 704-732-9577. When it's time to call your order in for your special event, call the Duck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out their prime rib. It's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great daily lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln. Your Car Quartz dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus Rough Country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automated detailing cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2014 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a fellow caller, it's all in one place. You'll discover. Go to Car Quartz and roll on.
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Ron Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, 473-9668 or visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. The Roundup Store in Shelby welcomes Mike Trent. Come in and see Mike for all of your door and window needs. Come in and see what they've rounded up at the Roundup Store, like distressed cross ties, $30 for a bundle of 16. Assorted sizes of interior, pre-hung doors are $40. See the line of all-wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, bathroom vanities, floor covering, and of course the famous Roundup buildings and gazebos. The Roundup Store, 1610 Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online, roundupshelby.com. Having trouble buying a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 Wayne Street in Lincoln. The website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Just say fill up. Be ready for Old Man Winter, the fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street, Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
'Cause I saddled up my horse and I ride into the
city. And good morning, everyone out there in Radio Land. Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk coming to you live from the downtown Lincoln and Apple Festival here. Ken Link and Tim Johnson going to be here all day today. Broadcasting live from the Apple Festival, checking in with Steve Robay and the gang and everybody else across the county and across the area. Calvin Hastings is out at Classic Ford in Shelby today. We're ready to talk some sports. We had high school football last night, big games around the area. NFL to talk about. Week 2 is already underway, and we got big news across the area for that. We got Major League Baseball. Terry's Royals in the win streak last night. Cleveland goes down. Bad night for Tom Sinafani and the gang. Bulldogs as they lost in overtime. But we're broadcasting live if you're watching live online today. We're on the WLON 1050 AM channel. You can see Terry and Smoke and Ken there sitting there getting ready. I'm about to join them in front of the camera just a minute, along with Tim, as long as we got everything checked out. And we're getting ready to talk a little sports. Welcome, everybody. Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk, 704-276-1155. Give them a call today. And for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, Terry, it's time for scores for everybody who didn't get them last night. Welcome, Saturday morning, Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk.
All right, for the high school football scoreboard, some of the great slate of games we had last night on KTC Broadcasting. First, Bessemer City edges North Lincoln in a thriller with a bye week. You know, we've seen how bye weeks can affect certain teams. Like both Kings Mountain and North Lincoln are having an uphill battle of having to go 11 straight weeks. And, you know, North Lincoln kind of got dinged up a little bit last night. So, you know, you can't rest on a bye week. You can't rest on the fact that you have a bye week coming up when you already had your bye week coming past you in week one. So that's going to be a challenge for some teams, and that's why a bye week is so important sometimes, especially for kids, you know, because they're pretty bruised up by this point in the season. And, you know, we're only getting started 5 weeks in, about halfway through, and some of these teams are looking to make deep runs in the playoffs. So they're going to have to stay as healthy as possible. So that's why these bye weeks are important.
You know, Terry, me and Ken last night were talking during the pregame show before down at East Gaston High School, and we were saying, is Reed McCrory, the quarterback from North Lincoln High School, is he the best quarterback in our conference?
Or at least in Lincoln County.
Yes, in Lincoln, Lincoln County, yes.
I would say yes, you know, and when you go to each one of them, I mean, you see the struggles that Lincoln is having. Don't get me wrong. McLean's doing all he can. He's learning the spot.
First-year quarterback.
Same
he's doing
thing at West
terrific.
Lincoln. Seth Willis. Yeah. He's learning
I like
the
it.
quarterback
I like him
spot.
a lot.
You know, I mean, well, one thing about Seth Willis, I'm around him all the time, and I
Smart
know this
kid.
young man, and he's going to give 110%
Yes.
no matter what he's doing. So.
Yes. He's an athlete. Not
Yes,
only
he is.
a good football player, good baseball player, good pitcher, played a little bit of defense too, but he can play basketball too from what I hear. So he's a good all-around athlete, and that's what, you know, as a quarterback, you know, not only that you want to be smart, you know, making decisions and stuff like that with the football because it's in your hand every time, but you got to be able to make sure everyone's in place and distributing the ball and so forth throughout your offense.
Well, and go back to Reed McCrory here. I think he's the best quarterback in Lincoln County. I wouldn't say he's probably the second best quarterback in the conference.
Newton
I think
Conover's
Shamar
quarterback,
Baker,
yeah.
is probably the best, but he definitely does have the best arm. Some of the throws he was making last night, like the one that shocked me the most was in the fourth quarter when McCrory was rolling out. He looked like he was throwing it away and somehow got the ball into the corner of the end zone for Zach Rose to catch. I mean, that was just an incredible play that he made. And, you know, I think part of it, too, is he's a baseball pitcher. He's a basketball player. He's a three-sport athlete. And for something like that to happen, I mean, we were making a big deal about it when Jordan Easter was doing this at Lincolnton for all 4 years. So, I mean, it's a big deal to see a three-sport athlete these days because you don't see him that often.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Well, we watched North Gaston against Lincoln the other night. We were a little bit shocked how improved this North Gaston team is. And one of the best players Tim and I have seen, we've done a couple of games, is Isaiah McNeil, the quarterback who runs that option attack for North Gaston.
Absolutely.
He's quite an athlete.
Yeah.
He had 180 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns, and he only carried it 7 times.
Yeah,
the
that's
other night.
amazing.
I tell you,
7
Terry,
times.
I'm being honest with you. We seen the quarterback, Shamar Baker from Newton Conover. He's really good too. This kid at North Gaston, I think he's better. The difference is that Baker can throw the football. He throws it better. He's, you know, but as far as that, yeah, there's no doubt about it. That kid from North Gaston's special.
Well, you know, another thing too about that game, I was very impressed. Tyshawn Harris from Lincoln and had a great game, 31 carries, 200
Yes.
some yards. You know, so he tried to keep Lincoln in the game. It's just that Lincoln's defense is going to have to step up a little bit to be able to stop somebody for their offense to be able to compete.
Well, and you got to remember, too, that Lincolnton's defense struggled last year as well. They gave up,
they
I
did.
believe, around 200 points. And, you know, when you lose all that you did and then you're trying to regroup on offense, much like East Lincoln is, at least with East Lincoln, they still got a good bit of their defense intact with guys like Ryan Match, Chaz Williams, Judd Reel. Instead, you know, Lincolnton, they lost a lot on most of their key players on offense were their key players on defense. And, I mean, it's going to take time to grow. And, you know, you have to go through growing pains. Doesn't help when you start the season against Stuart Kramer and the defending 3A state champions of South Point. But, you know, you can tell they're getting better, but it's still an uphill battle for them, and it's not going to get any easier
this Friday as they go against Newton Conover. Probably a real mad Newton Conover team after they blew that game against High Brighton.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for the Wolves this weekend, I think, to stay with Newton Conover.
And especially having to go on the road, too. You know, and Newton Conover, the Lincolnsons had Newton Conover's number ever since Matt Beams got there. I don't know how bad they've gotten outscored, but most of the scores have been 50-7, 67. I mean, they've been some really the big blowouts by Lincolnton. So I think Newton Conover really wants this game badly, and if they can get that win at home, that could really get some momentum, because I think Matt Beam wants to shut everyone up by saying, hey, I can actually win in conference. Most of my wins don't come in non-conference anymore. I want to win this conference and shut everyone up. And I think he's been building slowly but surely for this Newton Conover team. And I think this year the bubble's going to burst.
Well, it was one of them things when he come into this conference, he thought this is going to be a little bit easier than what I thought. He's not been able to beat Lincoln. He's not been able to beat East Lincoln. This is his opportunity. They're not as elite as they are.
Yeah.
You know, and even last year, when you speak of the thing, West Lincoln really was the team that really put Newton Conover out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, by beating them up there last year.
Well,
and that was an upset.
Yeah.
Well, you look at some of the games that happened to Newton Conover last year. Lost by a field goal to West Caldwell, and that was a real good West Caldwell team with Titus Tucker at quarterback. Losing a close one against West Lincoln, they lost a lot of close games last year. So, I mean, if as we said, you know, a couple plays difference, they could be making the playoffs at 6-5, 7-4. But instead, they fell short in a couple of those games, and they had to go through some growing pains because that team was so young last year. Hardly anyone graduated. The main player that graduated was Jake Heyman at quarterback. But then again, they were playing Shamar Baker about a quarter of the time as well. So, I mean, Shamar Baker's already got in-game experience, and that's why I think, you know, Newton Conover's the favorite in this conference. And you got Coach Ponder there as a defensive coordinator who you brought in last year.
Yeah,
I think you're really starting to see that pay dividends this year because Coach Ponder's such a great defensive coach, and we saw it at Burns back when the Little Johns of the world and Darius Ramsey was there, and London Richardson was there too, Tank Ramsor and all them. And now you're starting to see it with Newton Conover this year.
Well, it's one of them things they bring in a lot of speed. Shamar Baker's going to run your show in the backfield. You know, he's going to be the man, and then you're going to have your running backs of Mullins and Stinson.
Yes.
You know, they're going to be able to run the ball. But, you know, speed is a lot of things. But now we also saw last night when they had to face High Brighton in the second half, that speed got stopped.
Yeah, and I will say this. As bad as, you know, they're feeling at Newton Conover right now, they got to realize that's probably the toughest opponent they're going to face all of this year, unless they somehow, you know, play a team like Shelby or South Point. That is going to be such a tough. I mean, you're already battle tested because you had to go on the road in a place like High Brighton, which is a hostile environment for a road team to come, and you should have won that game. I mean, they got to at least make you feel a little bit better, saying, "Hey, we can hang with these guys. We can hang with almost anyone if we can hang with High Brighton."
I understand they really completely outplayed High Brighton the first half. At one point, they'd run 40 plays, and High Brighton had only run 8. Yeah. So that's impressive. I think most people picked High Brighton to win that game, but Newton Conover very easily could have won that game.
Yeah, and it's one of them things, Ken, when I looked at it, I said to people, High Brighton's going to try to control the ball. And that's what happened in the second half. High Brighton had the ball. Newton Conover's offense never was on the field.
They kept our defense there, wore them out.
When you take your weapons and your speed, and they never able to get in to compete against you, and you're controlling the ball and the clock, what a game it turned to be. 12-0 in the second half for High Brighton to come back and win.
You'll run out of speed sooner or later.
Yeah, that's true.
And we saw it last night as well with North Lincoln Bessemer City. Bessemer City has to go from inside their own 20 to the end zone in about 7 or 8 minutes. There's nothing more demoralizing to just get the ball shoved down your throat for about 7 or 8 minutes, and there's nothing you can really do to stop it. I mean, that's really one of the most demoralizing things in football is when you give up a big drive like that and you can't get the ball to stop no matter how hard you try, and you just get more and more and more tired the more you get hit.
You know, Terry, you were speaking of Matt Beam earlier about being a great coach, and he is without a doubt. You know, when he's at North Lincoln, he put that program on the map. And then when he left there and went to Burns, he turned Burns around. So he made Burns a winning program as well. So now he's at Newton Conover, and you know he's itching, like you said, to win his conference championship this year for the first year.
Well, he's used to winning.
Yes,
I mean,
he is.
You know, he's a great motivator. He gets a lot out of his kids. And I'll speak of this, Smoke. I'll help you out a little bit. But when he was at North Lincoln, he never lost to Bessemer City.
City. He went 4-0 against
I like
Bessemer
that.
City. I mean,
Terry, you wear the hat, then you.
So he took them to school while he was down there. Then when he moves to Burns, I mean, he all of a sudden, I think he defeated Shelby 4 out of 5 times that he played them. So, I mean, so he's used to the being on the top, and he's not used to his teams not succeeding when he, puts the effort out there for
Well,
him.
another thing, too, is coaching's in his blood. I mean, his father, Wes Bean.
Yeah, Wes Bean.
Absolutely. Baseball coach at West Lincoln back in the 80s. Also
Football
coach
also.
as well,
Yes.
too. And he coached at East Lincoln, too. So, yeah, Wes was a great coach himself as well. So, but, yeah, and speaking of coaches, too, Lefford Gibson, he's a great coach. He's walking in the footsteps of one of the best coaches that Lincoln County's ever had, Scott Cloninger. So, without a doubt, Lefford, he's doing a great job at Lincoln. He's had a lot of great talent, a lot of great teams in the last few years, too.
Yeah, and one thing about him that, and if you ever been over to his locker room.
He's first class.
He is. And I've been in there this year, and I've never went into a locker room where guys are not saying anything because this is not Lincoln in life.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm honest. These people around here have not seen this way back in early 2000s.
Yes.
When all of this was going on back then. But
he'll turn it around.
He will. And when I walked in there, Coach Gates and me were talking, and Gibson was in his own little mode. I mean, because he's wanting to turn this squad around again.
All right, guys, I'm back in the action here for just a second. Let's finish up this segment with the rest of our top 10. I want to get over here and get in a camera. Am I tagged up there, Ken? I don't want to get too tied up. All right, looking at the rest of the top 10 real quick. We'll go back. Number 10, Huss. Number 9, West Lincoln. 8, Highland Tech. Crest, the final 2-2 team, coming in at number 7 right now. They've given up 76 points on the season, guys. That's an average of 19 per game. Now, we've got some 3-1 teams, or 4 through 6, Terry. And Newton Conover stayed the same at 4. Kings Mountain and Stuart Kramer switched 5 and 6. Newton Conover's given up 12.5 points a game.
Yes.
Kings Mountain is giving up 16 points a game. And the Stuart Kramer Storm is giving up 19.75 points a game. So that's our 4, 5, and 6 teams. That brings us to our final top 3 teams right now in the What's Up Shopper Power Poll. Smoke, the 1965 Bessemer City Yellow Jackets are thanking Mark Ludwig and the gang for.
What you got to do is look at Smoke and say, who? Bessemer City.
Terry, who won that game last night? I can't remember. I
think it was Bessemer
the green
City.
And gold. 32-27 in a back-and-forth barn burner of a game.
Again, Smoke, I think Bessemer City won last night.
See, Smoke thought it was going to get it worse from me, and Terry's the one that's been giving him the
Y'all quit picking on Smoke.
He is
Smoke's my buddy.
He's such in a great mood because
He's an
what
enabler.
happened last night with the Royals.
Hey, I think he went and bought a new.
He wouldn't have been doing this if the Royals
Kansas
didn't
City
win.
hat looks brand new. I think he went and bought it between the game last night and this morning. Where'd you find a Kansas City hat at 3 o'clock
I
in
think
the
it
morning?
still got the tag on it.
It does. Look at
there
it.
you go.
Now, Terry, I'm going to let you know, before baseball season ever started, when me and Ken are ready to show on Best of Sports, I said the Cleveland Indians are going to win the World Series from day one. Did I not, Ken?
He did.
Day
Well,
one.
He did say that.
And that would be a great thing to have. Chicago broke their streak last
Absolutely.
year. Cleveland breaks theirs this year.
Yep.
But, there's a long way to go, and a lot of people wonder, Cleveland, have you peaked too soon?
Well, I'm going to tell you, Terry Francoda, he was out there for a while.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
We got it.
Hold on.
They're excited about the
I
Indians.
know, right?
We can talk some baseball now.
Say the Royals one time and they go off. All right, I'm still in the middle of my top 10 over here.
That's it.
The Bessemer City Yellow Jackets 4-0 for the first time since 1965. Yes, the Philip Crosby team did not go 4-0. They lost their only game of the regular season, I guess, before that, and then went on to the state championship.
Mid-90s around that time?
Yep,
94,
94 I think might be. I'm in the ballpark, and I'm sure somebody will yell at me if I'm wrong. Lewis
they
Carpenter's
lost to
listening
Lincoln in the
out there.
4th round, I believe.
Yeah, and 10-1 on the season. Great season from then. But 4-0 right now, the number 3 in our area. They are only giving up 8.5 points a game, guys. And they've given up a total of 32 on the season. 32. They give up 27 of it. No, 34 in the season. They gave up 27 of them last night in one game. So 3 games they'd give up 7, and then last night they give up 27. So that gives, North Lincoln, they threw the ball around, Smoke. They really did. So those South Fork 2A teams are going to have to keep a lookout for that.
Yeah, and also got to give credit to Jake Sarouse coming in, off the second-string running back who also plays wide receiver. Clayton Cribb kind of got dinged up, and he did a great job in relief. And Jake's, we talk about how Caleb Mack's won amazing for a sophomore running back. Jake Sarouse only a sophomore too, and he did a great job last night.
All right, number 2 and number 1 this week, 5-0. The Shelby Golden Lions, number 2, they've given up 10.6 points a game. And the South Point Red Raiders, 5-0, guys. Everybody talks about the offense and the Red Bone, Terry. 3.4 points a game they've given up this season, y'all. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit ago. Their defense is great.
Yeah, we talk about the offense all we want, but the defense, and we talked about it a little bit last night, all these state champions that come through here through the KT Broadcasting family, those defenses are great defenses. All right, guys, next week real quick before we get out of here on this break, South Point Stallions in South Carolina will be hosting the Shelby Golden Lions next week. That game will be on radio only. You can listen online on YouTube. All the games you can listen if we don't have video. South Point will be holding Shelby next Friday night on WOHS 1390 AM and 101.5 FM. Also, North Lincoln at West Lincoln. That game will be Philip Russ and Jason Sane will be over there to host that game on the radio. That'll be on WLON 1050 AM. Our Lincoln County.com game of the week, Tim and Ken will be over at Newton Conover for the Lincoln Wolves. At Newton Conover, you can watch that game live on YouTube if you can't make it out to Newton Conover. Also, Crest will be at Forest View next weekend. You can watch that game online on the Crest Chargers channel. All of the Crest gang will be out there. Tim, Robbie, Amy, and, of course, Andy Foster in his 50th year of broadcasting on KTC. And then we'll finish up. Burns will be hosting, Ashbrook, and Cherville host Thomas Jefferson. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to get into that baseball that Tim and Terry were just about to get off on, and they didn't mention the Cardinals. How do y'all talk baseball not mention the Cardinals?
They got destroyed yesterday.
Yeah, well, quit living in the past, Terry. Y'all won yesterday, and the Cardinals lost yesterday. That don't matter. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes on KTC.
Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved into the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jane Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and just look for the big blue awning. Online at TurnerHauserINS.com. Call 704-732-9577. When it's time to call your order in for your special event, call the Chuck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater to your every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out their prime rib. It's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great daily lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln. Your Carfax dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automated detailing and cleaning supplies. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a car lover, it's all in one place. You'll discover. Roll in to Carquest and roll on.
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668 or visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. The Roundup store in Shelby welcomes Mike Trent. Come in and see Mike for all of your door and window needs. Come in and see what they've rounded up at the Roundup store, like distressed cross ties, $30 bundle of 16. Assorted sizes, interior, pre-hung covers, $40. See the line of all wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, bathroom vanities, floor covering, and of course their famous Roundup buildings and gazebos. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at roundupshelby.com. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come to the section today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at millhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory. Or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Millholland Automotive in Lincoln.
And good morning and welcome back to the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk, 704-276-1155. Give them a call today. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Guys, what y'all have for breakfast this morning? I had a good old egg and cheese biscuit. Oh, my goodness, it was so good.
I had liver mush and egg on a bun with mayonnaise.
I had liver mush biscuit.
I had a good old sausage biscuit.
I tell you, I had one of the best country ham sandwiches you can have. Lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise on toast. Woo. Can't get no better than that, Mitchum Kitchen.
Terry was confused a little bit about who made that order. You ordered everything on the breakfast menu.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said, boy, let's just put an additional 15 minutes to my order. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to Sports Talk, the Major League Baseball time. We'll talk a little bit about that. Last night, the Indians go down, and of course it has to be Terry's Royals. So now Terry, I guess he wants to talk about that.
Well, we're not really going to talk about that because we're probably the one that started that streak for them back a couple of weeks ago when we lost like 4 straight and getting shut out for 4 straight times against them. But finally it comes to an end. I mean, everybody knows once you start a streak, somewhere along the line it's going to stop. I'm just glad it was Kansas City that stopped it.
Well, I tell you, Terry, I'm a firm believer that I think Terry Francona is the best baseball coach in baseball. Tito, no doubt.
Yeah, he is very
he's
good
Hall
at what
of Fame.
he does.
He is a first ballot Hall of Fame coach. What he did at Boston, he came from Oakland Athletics as assistant coach there.
Sure did.
But what he did at Boston with the Red Sox
Look out,
was
people.
sensational. Uh-oh.
Look here. It's Kojak time.
Kojak?
Uh-oh. He's going to give us a
He's got his
ticket.
badge. Look out, people.
out.
He's official.
He's official, yeah. But, yeah, Terry Francona, without a doubt, to me, is the best baseball coach in baseball right now. He's just he gets the most out of his players, and he seems to put the right group of young men on the field there, and they know how to win there in Cleveland with Terry Francona, without a doubt, Terry.
Yeah, and when I look at what he's got great pitching. He's got great defense. When the other night they were playing Kansas City and they mentioned about errors being made, and Cleveland and Kansas City are the 2 leaders on making less errors, only 68 made for the whole year. So when you're out there and you're not making mistakes yourself, you're going to be in every game.
Terry, talking about baseball, the man sitting right beside of me, Mr. Baseball Ken Link here, this man is an extraordinary baseball mind right here.
Well, I enjoy baseball. That's one thing, and I'm a big fan for local baseball as well as Major League Baseball. The thing about the Indians is they've got a great bullpen, and their starting pitchers really pitching's come along, and it's as good as anybody's as well. And Andrew Miller just came off the DL, and they didn't even seem to miss him. That's another arm in that bullpen.
That's a great middle reliever to have, or setup guy, in situations like that. We saw it in the postseason last year with Andrew Miller. When he got out there, it was almost like seeing Mariano Rivera close a game. It's like, oh, we're done. There's no way we can stop him. And, that's going to be key when you have a great bullpen in playoffs in the World Series is if you have a great bullpen. I think that's one of the main factors in when it comes to the playoffs. And I wanted to throw this out here because some people are arguing over it. Interesting thing here. The Indians, of course, their 22-win streak was ended last night. We know for sure it's the longest AL winning streak in history. But the thing that people are arguing over is the longest in MLB history is the New York Giants back in 1916. Now, during that 26-game win streak that the Giants had, there was a tie.
They was right in the middle.
In the middle. So people are arguing, saying the Indians actually have the longest winning streak in MLB history because of that tie, but they still count for some reason the Giants with 26. I guess because it wasn't a loss.
I think the only people that are still arguing the Giants of 26 are the people who played on the 1926 Giants.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Back then, they used to have ties. I mean,
plus, they would suspend them and postpone them for another day.
And the thing
they did have some ties. Some of them they had to leave the ties. You're right.
Yeah, they did. And plus, back then, you had the same pitcher. He might be pitching 2 games back to back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and tomorrow. and the rest of the weekend. Red Sox in first place, got a 3-game lead on the Yankees. In the Central, the Indians have clinched a playoff spot already, 91-57.
One more thing about Cleveland I wanted to mention when we was mentioning them, and I'm a Kansas City. I'm glad we stopped it. But the biggest thing about that whole series, and when they've winning them 22 straight, their pitchers were striking out over 10 batters a game. And if you can't hit it, how you going to beat them?
Nope.
Dominant pitching.
4 weeks ago, guys, if I'd have said not the Dodgers and not the Astros, but the Indians might be the best team in baseball, y'all would have looked at me like I was crazy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, everybody but Tim. He's been on the bandwagon from the start of the season.
And Dennis Davis.
I know my baseball. I know my baseball. I'm telling you, man.
My baseball.
They're the best baseball team.
Tom Sanfani is listening. Kansas City stops that streak again.
Yeah. Houston, 14-game lead in the West. Out in the National League, the Dodgers and Nationals have already clinched a playoff spot. Diamondbacks and Rockies are fighting for those last wild card spot in the Central. With about 14, 15 games left, we got a 3-run. Cubs are in first. Milwaukee 3 games back, and the Cardinals are 4 games back. We've just been like that all season long. It just seems like it can't make any moves. The wild card standings work out. Yankees and Twins are in. Angels are 2 games back behind the Twins right now, with the Mariners at 3.5. Royals are at 4. Terry, y'all are hanging on the edge of about everything you can.
Well, our big deal right now, we're playing Cleveland. We got to beat them 2 more times.
Yep.
We only got 2 weeks to go.
You guys are in the same spot St. Louis is. St. Louis is 4 games behind the Cubs. Y'all are 4 games behind the Twins.
But you got people that you got to jump over. That's the problem.
You're exactly right, Terry.
And I'll go ahead and say this here: no matter what happens with the outcome of this season for the Twins, I mean that they have completely overachieved this year. And they were sellers at the deadline, too, So I think that is a great sign for the future of Minnesota. And finally seeing Byron Buxton live up to the hype he had a couple of years ago. And he had a big walk-off home run a couple of nights ago, too. So great to see for him.
Sorry, some of you folks listening online or following on the radio today. We're trying to get all our signals crossed up here. From the Apple Festival, we just had a band start playing back in the background. It's kind of affecting our hearing a little bit. They're trying to make sure everybody at the thing can hear them, I think, and it's not exactly Led Zeppelin over there or the Beatles over there. I think I don't know what they're playing. All right, out in the National League, Diamondbacks are in. It looks like Rockies are 5 games back. Milwaukee 2.5 out behind the Rockies. St. Louis 3.5 behind the Rockies for that. So St. Louis 3.5 in the wild card, 4 back in the division. 14 games left, Terry. They got to win 10 games.
Yeah, they do. And
St. Louis and Cardinals, they got to drop 10 games just to have a chance at it. So it's do or die time for those teams out in Missouri. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to do some readjusting and see if we can get rehooked back in the studios and everything else. And we're going to come back in just a few minutes. Steve Robay is going to take controls back in the studio, and we'll be back to finish up Sports Talk the rest of the day. We still got NFL, a little NBA. NASCAR to talk about, college football to talk about. We got a big hour coming up here on KTC Broadcasting. We'll be right back here just a few minutes. You're watching and listening to Mitchell's Kitchen Sports Talk, KTCBroadcasting.com, WLON 1050 AM and 1590 AM.
Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved into the new location, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln. And you're invited to come by. Jamie Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and just look for the big blue awning. Online at turnerhauserins.com. Call 704-732-9577. When it's time to call your order in for your special event, call the Chuck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater to your every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out the it's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great daily lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln. Your CarQuest dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automotive detailing and cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover,
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668 or visit the website at prowellnessnc.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. The Roundup Store in Shelby welcomes Mike. Come in, Mike, for all of your door and window needs. Come in and see what they've rounded up at the Roundup Store, like distressed cross ties, $30 for a bundle of 16. Assorted sizes of interior pre-hung doors of $40. See the line of all-wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, bathroom vanities, floor covering, and of course their famous Roundup buildings and gazebos. The Roundup Store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at roundupshelby.com. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln.
Check, 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 check. There we go. How about that, Steve? I guess he can hear us back in the studio.
He got banged up.
Pretty good. Kevin Hastings here. Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk, live from the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Doodle, or Michael Doodle Bumgarner, just came through here. And Terry used to live down there in the Atlanta area. Good friends of our family. Grew up going to church and everything. And he'll always tell you a story about how he stomped all over me when I was about this live. He was on a softball team. And I used to walk around stealing everybody's gloves. And I, every time, they'd come in and hit, they'd go back on the field. If you didn't know where your glove was, you had to go find Kevin. He's running around somewhere stealing the glove. A couple of times somebody had to send in another player back in the day. Thanks to Tim Johnson and the gang out here today. I want to give him a quick shout out. He's got his DJ booth out here. He DJs weddings. And Tim, anything else you want to DJ and talk about? Whatever you do, give a little shout out to yourself there real quick while we're using all your equipment.
Yeah, using all my equipment. Yeah, wedding receptions and corporate events, stuff like that, class reunions, all kind of proms and so forth. Been doing it for 25 years. Worked all over. Did Jimmy Johnson's wedding reception. Did all the Dale Earnhardt stuff when he was alive. Did all his stuff. Rick Hendricks, a lot of great people. I'm very fortunate. God's blessed me tremendously.
Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for helping out.
You bet.
On the broadcast this fall, you and Ken. Next week, you guys will have a good matchup up at Newton Conover as the Red Devils take it on. Now, we've talked a little bit about baseball, talked a little high school football. It's time to talk a little bit about NASCAR smoke as the playoffs kick off tomorrow, right?
Playoffs. Yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah. Jim Moore made the news for something else this week, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, playoffs start at Chicagoland. Not really the best track to start the playoffs at. Of course, this is the last year that they're going to have the playoffs in Chicagoland. Las Vegas will take it over next year, but had no real surprises. No last-minute winners like what we saw with Jeremy Mayfield back in 2004. So the top 16 stayed in attack, and for good reason, too, because I would have really felt bad for Matt Kenseth if someone else would have won like Eric Jones with the way he took out of the race last Saturday with a stupid ambulance, ruining things.
It's like you couldn't make up some of that stuff. I mean, an ambulance affecting a race and caused a wreck, knocked somebody out. And then if you're following on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff anyway, did you see the picture of Kenseth behind the ambulance on the golf cart trying to leave the race? Then he got behind the ambulance in. They should have bump drafted him in the golf cart is what they should have done, trying to push him out of the way.
Yeah, but Matt Kenseth has a good sense of humor about it. He's made the playoffs. He's still looking for a ride for next year because Eric Jones will replace him into 20 next year. And look, there's going to be a lot of good drivers for some of these smaller teams to maybe pick out. Guys like Casey Kane, who's also in the playoffs, Matt Kenseth. I mean, maybe Kurt Busch, depends on what happens. So you got
Danica?
Eric Almirola too, but it looks like Eric Almirola is going to be replacing Danica Patrick into 10 with Smithfield.
We can have 10 cars, drivers with new numbers, new cars, new sponsorship, maybe 10 to 15. This may be one of the biggest turnovers or changes in a long time, if not NASCAR history. This is a lot.
Well, Smoke, my question for you is NASCAR hurting themselves now? I mean, you're losing sponsors. Every time you turn around now, sponsor says, I'm not doing NASCAR no more. Most of them are jumping and saying, I'm going to go to soccer. And it's probably cheaper for them to go there. But when you're looking at the drivers and everything like that, do you think NASCAR is going to end up, and I don't mean to say this as a negative, but we used to have 43 cars in a field. Then it's dropped now to 40. I've seen races this year, it's 37. Do you think we're going to end up with a field of 35 coming up?
I mean, it's possible, but some of those cars don't even need to be in the field. There's no reason Derek Cope should be racing at this point in career just to get in people's way and wreck.
But that's
at the
all
last
he knows.
second.
Here's what's tough about that is it seems to be like for NASCAR to move on as a sport, say Major League Baseball or NFL, they all have a collective group of money, right? Like they all make billions off the TV contract. Why in NASCAR is all the teams not splitting up that TV money to go evenly across the teams? Then you don't have to worry about, does Danica have a sponsor? Does Derek Cope have a sponsor? There's got to be a smarter way to do that. And I know racing's always been about individualism, where you got to get your own sponsors to do everything. But at some point, I mean, this is, like you're saying, Terry, it used to be 43 for years. Now it's 40, and you're worrying about how many cars are actually competing. To make the playoffs, you just got to be in the top 30. And sometimes, like you said, 35 are only running. So basically, if your car can start and run in circles for a couple hours, you can make the playoffs in NASCAR. So they've got to figure out something where there's some type of money system where they all get enough money to be able to run, and then what they do is make extra money off the sponsors should be extra money, right? Like the TV money and the basic money, Monster and the TV money, that should pay for all their expenses. Then you make money off your sponsors, and I don't understand why they should do something to be able to tie that in. Danica, this week Richard Petty, you got Smithfield Foods calling Richard Petty a liar.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you want, that's the way to get people to come buy your stuff in NASCAR.
Yeah,
I'm going to go sponsor someone who's not, and they said Danica's not being successful. Well, where are they going to go? Amarola? Is he going to be successful over there? We don't know. He's a pretty decent driver, but you don't know until
and he
there.
hasn't been in the best equipment too.
He's been hurt.
Yeah, that's a good point too. But here's the thing, though, Smith. Sponsorship means everything. Look, perfect example.
They should have known when they signed up with 43 car, they're not going to win a championship.
No,
so for what do they expect? I don't understand what Smithfield is thinking.
I don't know, but here's the thing too.
And you don't call the king a liar.
Yeah.
And then trying to stay in the sport. Like, I'm going to go over here, and then all the fans are going to come buy Smithfield now after you just called the king a liar?
And, I mean, this is nothing against Eric Almirola. He seems like a real nice guy. It's just,
absolutely.
I mean, there's never really been that much of a, controversy over Eric Almirola, but, this is not going to help Smithfield Foods, I don't think. And just the way they left is going to leave a lot of a lot of fans a bad taste in their mouth with the way they treated Richard Petty. He's NASCAR royalty.
Right.
He's the biggest NASCAR, driver in terms of popularity, especially now with Dale Earnhardt not being alive. But, Richard Petty is the king for a reason, and just the way that you up and left him, I know it was a handshake agreement, but then just had to make it so
Earnhart brought money to the sport.
I mean,
That's what he did.
He was in cars.
Yeah.
But for real though, there's no point. Smithfield. I guess they're trying to save face, but they would have just been better to me just not saying anything, and just letting Richard say what he said and go on, and then Richard can get his sponsors and everything like that. That's land. Somebody, a $1 billion company. Quit messing. These $1 million companies aren't. Why is Google can't sponsor a car? I mean, come on. They are. You know, they're using $100 bills and $1,000 bills for toilet paper at Google headquarters. They could easily, somebody like that, Amazon. You know, people in NASCAR don't shop on Amazon, shop online. I mean, come on, guys. There's a lot of ways to be able to tie this in. The right guy's got to sell it. Is it a France problem?
Hey, I work at FedEx. I enjoy people shopping online.
I guess
makes us money, man.
I'm sure y'all
Absolutely.
do. Kyle Busch has got the pole. Denny Hamlin second. Truex third. Kevin Harvick fourth. Brad Keselowski fifth. Larson sixth. Logano seventh. Chase Elliott eighth. Austin Dillon 9. Matt Kenseth rounds out the top 10. Jimmy Johnson all the way down in 14th. I'm trying to think of any. There's 16 drivers in this. Looking on down in the 20s, Terry is where we'll find Dale Earnhardt Jr. at 20. Amarola 21. Danica Patrick 22. So there you go. All of them kind of having in the same situation. Awkward right there beside each other this week. You know, the thing about Danica, you know, surely she should be able to find. You'd think she could be able to find a sponsor. Going back to that, are they asking too much for sponsors? You know, there's got to be a line. Somebody's got to take a pay cut instead of saying nobody will pay us.
The problem, though, the problem is Danica's lost two main sponsors within the last 2 years. Two different things. I mean, let's face it. You know, as much hype as she got coming into NASCAR, coming with the crossover appeal from IndyCar, winning a race in Indy. She's not gotten the top 5 in almost 200 starts and some pretty good equipment. And she often, you know, is in the middle of the pack, maybe gets a top 10 every now and then. But, you know, for all the hype that she came in with, it's been just a major disappointment.
Who's her teammates?
Kurt Busch, a former champion, the Daytona 500 winner. Kevin Harvick, who's won a championship on that team. And Clint Boyer, who hasn't won in almost 5 years, but has been running pretty consistently and just missed the playoff cut.
Well, I tell you right now, Smoke, she's my favorite driver.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, Smoke, and I'm going to agree with you on one thing. Is that lady can sell her stuff.
She can.
Yeah, that's the stuff that she can do. But the problem is you hit it right on the head when you say she's got to be more consistent. And if she's only running around 15th to 20th,
well, let's
don't look at that no more.
Let's be serious for a second, though. She's at 22nd, right? Right, just qualifying today. Let's just go off that. Earnhardt Jr. is 20th. Everybody would say he's a better driver. He's won more races. He's in good equipment, too.
Well, his team.
And they're about the same situation, right? So let's think about this for a second. Okay, those teams have four drivers in them. How many of those third and fourth teams are getting all the best equipment, the best players? Kyle Busch has got rid of his whole pit crew for the playoffs. Yes. So when you look at it, well, in the scheme of things, is Danica getting the best crew chief? Who's Rodney Childers with? He ain't with Danica. Is she getting the best tire changers? You know, she's getting the fourth or third best person in that organization, right?
Well, here's my counter argument on this. The first two.
Same thing with Junior and Casey Kane.
Well, the first 2 years she had Tony Gibson. Tony Gibson then went over to Kurt Busch, and you look at what Kurt Busch has done with Tony Gibson. It's been some of the most consistent runs we've ever seen from Kurt Busch is with Tony Gibson as crew chief. So I don't think it's that either. I don't think she's talented enough. And it's, you know, if you have almost 200 starts in a top-tier team and can't get a top 5, I'm sorry, you're just not cut out for it as a NASCAR driver to be successful, and that's what's happened.
Well, you've got to decide what's your definition of success, too. You know, everybody's got a different level. Like, you know, we talk about this in the NBA all the time. Are the Hornets successful making the playoffs, or do they need to win a round? Are they successful until they get to the championship? So, well, you know, with her, you know, I don't understand why, you know, these other teams, she's going to get. You'd think she'd get the money, Terry. That's what you think. You think she'd get a sponsor.
She should.
And
come back to what Terry said.
If she really wants to, you'd think she'll be able to find
the marketing piece. You know, she's going to get a ride. But like Terry said, she's marketing ability.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Who's going to be Hendricks next year?
It's going to be Jimmy Johnson, William Byron, who's as old as me, which is hard to believe. Alex Bowman, and I'm trying to think who the last. Chase Elliott, of course. Yes.
Okay. How many of those are competing for a championship next year?
Probably about two.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Two. Chase and Jimmy.
Okay, so I'm going back to my point is you can't have 4 competitive teams. You know, you got 2, and then the rest of them, you know, you can sign Danica to sell. You know, they'll probably do better off her selling T-shirts than trying to win the races anyway, right?
Well, I just think it'd just be a short-term fix. So I mean, you know, that's what I think some of these teams are thinking about. So I think that's really the problem that they're going to run into, and her future's definitely in doubt, and you know, unfortunately, it's happening around the time that, you know, so many drivers like Kurt Busch's future's in jeopardy. You know, at Stuart Haas, Matt Kenseth. I mean, there's more talented free agents that are on the market right now. Heck, even Darrell Wallace Jr. I think would be, you know, someone to.
Well, Petty and them said the other day that their plans were for Wallace to be the Petty's crew chief. I saw him on NASCAR today. The other day, I can't remember his name. He was on there talking about the plans was for Bubba Wallace to be in the 43 next week and Smithfield to be the thing, and they just hadn't thought they were going to announce it here in a couple weeks. And now Smithfield is pulling out. Looks like he's going to Casey Kane, who don't know what car he's in yet, but there's rumors that he might be in the 10, Danica's 10. So Smithfield and Kane might be going to Danica's 10. We don't know where Danica's going, or
Almirola's actually been the lead target for the 10.
Right, I know. Yeah. So I don't think anybody knows exactly. See, NASCAR's silly season.
I mean, and this has probably been the biggest silly season we've seen possibly ever, with so many big name drivers. And also, let me throw this guy's name out here. He hasn't raced this year. Greg Biffle, also another option that could possibly come back, because he hasn't officially retired, but you could still maybe have him as a reliable driver to maybe get you some consistent finishes.
If I'm Hendricks or Stuart Haas, or honest goodness, if I'm Richard Petty, I'm making one phone call and I'm begging Carl Edwards.
That's another one too.
Come on back, buddy. He'll have the sponsorships.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Aflac will be there.
Subway.
They can get Aflac on that 43.
I mean, Subway's leaving Daniel Suarez this year.
Yep.
And you know, Carl Edwards said he was leaving, but he didn't say he was retiring.
Exactly. So that means he's looking for a good ride. Honestly, Hendricks or Haas should be throwing all the money they can at him, but they're not. But you know, Richard, you got to have you need a good face. To be in the 43. The Bubba Wallace thing would be great. All right, guys, time for another break here on KTC Broadcasting. Steve, back in the studio. We're going to take a 3-minute break. 3-minute break here from the Apple Festival. We'll be right back on KTC Broadcasting.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Doncha Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Let Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger bank with people you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. Sub of the Day from Subway in Boger City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Unless the Lord builds a house, its builders labor over it in vain. This is from Psalm 127, and this is the key verse that Key Builders in Lincoln is built on. Key Builders in Lincoln is large enough to do what the big boys do, but small enough to be personal. Bring your own plans or visit the website at keypropertiesnc.com and take a look at theirs. They have homes for everyone. So call your local hometown builder, Key Builders, 704-735-0000. 0040 or visit their office at 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln and like them on Facebook too. Summer sales event is underway at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC. Coming now at 0% financing for 72 months on 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 and the GMC Acadia SLT. But that's not all. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby has 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 Buick Enclave and the 2017 Buick Envision Preferred. Coming down for all the details during the summer's best sales event. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Smoke went to North Lincoln. Number 59 over there. We got a bet every year between him, myself, and it was between when North Lincoln and Bessemer City play. Whoever loses has to wear the other one's jersey out here at the Apple Festival. And for 2 years in a row, the Yellow Jackets have pulled it off. The year before, North Lincoln pulled it off in a protested game. That the bet shouldn't have counted. I'll see what you guys say, because I've had to ask everybody else. So we got the bet going the day before the game. Bessemer City has 13 players suspended for academic reasons. 13. No, these ain't state academic reasons. These are just coach academic reasons, his own standards. And what? And so he. So guys, should that have counted, Ken? That bet. 13 players suspended the day before. This is way after the bet's made. I don't know Vegas how they look at things like that.
Well, it's unfortunate, but I say you got to play with what you got, and the bet stands.
All right, Smoke. So Smoke got it 1 2 years ago. That's fine. Look, if North Lincoln won 3 in a row, we'd be talking about that all day today. That I'm still protesting that one. But since the Bessemer's won the last 2, I'll be a good sport about it, and I'll give Smoke their win back in the day. That wasn't Matt Beam years though, was it? No, that was just 3 years ago. Kurt Herberson up in the house today. Lincoln Herald, how about it, buddy? Yeah.
That's it. That's
All right,
I like
guys,
that.
it's time to talk a little college football today. And, Smoke, I don't have the schedule on me for our broadcast, so this is going to be tough to pull that off.
Let's see. Carolina will be playing.
But I do have the total schedule.
Yeah,
do you know the broadcast?
I
off
think
the top of your head?
it's just going to be Carolina Old Dominion about 3:30. I don't know what time Duke and Baylor plays. You know, it's kind of unfortunate because you don't know the schedules until like a week or two out, and
Duke is 12:30.
12:30. So
Furman,
we might
Furman
have
at
that
State and Baylor at Duke is on at 12:30. Connecticut at Virginia 12. We're going to go down the line, guys. Just give me the name of who do you think will win. We're going to do the top 25 teams. We may find the Citadel on this list, Kurt. I don't know about that.
You have to do a deep search for that one.
There's somewhere there's somewhere buried in Appalachian State's backyard, I think, is where the Citadel's at. All right, real quick. All right, you guys, just across the board, just say who you think's going to win. Air Force at number 7, Michigan.
Michigan.
All right, number 9, Oklahoma State at Pittsburgh.
Oklahoma State.
Boomers? No, Oklahoma State. Wrong one.
Number 25, UCLA at Memphis.
UCLA.
Connecticut at Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
Terry, Furman at NC State. Who's Florida got today?
Wolfpack.
Who's Florida got?
God.
Tennessee? We'll get to that in just a second. Furman over State, Terry?
No.
Oh, okay.
North
I just want to make
Carolina State
sure.
Wins.
Tell him, Terry. We're Wolfpack fans.
That's right.
Baylor at Duke.
Duke. Easily.
Yeah, I'll take Duke. Yeah. Skip
So,
pick.
so you're a State fan too?
I'm a State fan. You better believe
And
it.
a Cowboys fan.
And a Cowboys fan.
Twinsies. Number 10, Wisconsin at BYU.
Wisconsin.
Absolute. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
BYU.
Smoke takes the upset at BYU at
That's a tough
LaVelle
place to
Edwards
play.
Stadium. Number 16, Virginia Tech visits Scotty Montgomery down in Greenville, East Carolina.
Virginia Tech.
Yes.
Virginia
Virginia
Tech.
Tech.
A complete blowout. It's
Complete
a mess
blowout.
down there in
Ooh,
East Carolina.
Florida,
right now.
who?
Gators.
Florida State.
We're almost on Florida, 2 games away. SMU at number 20, TCU.
Terry getting her fans rared up here.
SMU at TCU.
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 Yeah, TCU.
All right, guys, here's what they've been waiting on. We saw a couple Florida fans already.
Florida.
Tennessee, number 23 at number 24, Florida. Who you got?
I got Florida.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
Ken?
I'm going to take Tennessee. I'm like Terry. We're going to stick together
Smoke,
today.
who
I'm
you
sitting
got?
beside Terry Reinhardt.
I got the Florida Gators
The
in a
Gators are
defensive
going to
struggle.
chomp, says Smoke.
There's only one team in Florida, and that's Florida State.
2-2.
We got any Rocky Mountain Top fans out there?
It's 2-2, Tennessee and Florida here on
Rocky
the board.
Top.
I'm going to break the tie. Gators at home. Tennessee almost lost to Appalachian State last year. You can't do that. Gators at home today over the Tennessee Vols. Central Michigan at Syracuse. We're going to skip that game.
It's a little bit loud. So you can't hear the orders.
All right, number 23. Well, we just did that. North Carolina Smoke today at Old Dominion, 3:30 p.m.
You know, this is an interesting one. They're playing at Old Dominion, but I'll still go with North Carolina to win that one.
This is an interesting one that Carolina wins by 40.
Carolina finally gets their first win of the season.
Chasserat gets his first win at North Carolina. Is he going to be starting today?
Carolina. I'm picking Carolina.
Terry, Chaz still 0 for Chapel Hill, ain't he?
Well,
Not because of him.
Huh?
I'm going to tell you what, though. I'm going to give the guy a lot of credit. Last week, 12 out of 14.
Right.
Yeah, he's played great.
And I'm the first one to say that he should be the starter.
Right.
I mean,
But-
Fedora, if you want to keep your job, he needs to be
He's
the
had a
starter.
tough time, though, in Chapel Hill, right? He ain't been able to win
No,
down
he
there
has
yet.
not won there yet.
He's lost twice in basketball, right?
Yes.
The football team didn't play in Chapel
No.
Hill, did they? So they lost twice in basketball, and then
He's
he's
0 for 4.
0-2 now in football on the team. So maybe Chaz can pull home a win in a couple weeks. Smoke, I know it's going to be your nightmare when if Chaz can pull off the trifecta. I'm just waiting for this, Terry. Chaz can beat Notre Dame, Duke, and Western Carolina all this year. And that would I think Smoke would just quit watching football after that. What do y'all think? It's just the end of the football for Smoke.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Carolina will beat Duke.
Well, they're definitely beating Notre Dame.
I mean, Fedora's already proved that he cannot beat State or Duke.
Smoke, hey, we're talking about Chaz Surratt here. If some of his defense would step up and guard somebody, it looked like North Lincoln and Bedford City last night is what the Tar Heels defense has looked at. They're giving away the most points in the nation.
Yeah, the defense.
The most points in the nation.
Their defense is awful. That's all you got to say.
Well, I thought. See what you guys think. Maybe Coach Fedora's problem the whole time has been that he thinks, well, I don't want to start Chaz on offense because I need him on defense. Somebody's got to guard somebody over here.
Chaz was the ACC Rookie of the Week for his performance
Yes, he
and a
was.
half last week. So,
And you know, it would have been interesting if he didn't get hurt at halftime.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been an interesting game, it was back and forth before Chaz got hurt. But, watching him and Lamar Jackson, the defending Heisman Trophy winner, try to top one another in that game was amazing. And then, unfortunately, Chaz got dinged up, and that gave Louisville the way to win the game. So, Chaz Surratt, the future looks bright for him. He's already looking pretty darn good against some pretty good teams. Now it's going to be his first road game this afternoon at Old Dominion. So, Old Dominion is going to get hyped up for this one. This is the biggest home game they've ever had in their short history of football. So, it's going to be jam-packed in Norfolk today.
I got a good one for you. I'll tell you what, Coach Scott Cloninger told me a couple years ago. He said he was at the Shrine Bowl right before he retired, and he said that they would ask him down there and said, Coach, who do you think's the best quarterback in the state of North Carolina? He said Chaz Surratt, without a doubt. And so anyway, some other coaches, they were talking stuff about running backs and so forth, and one of them came up to him and said, hey, Coach, who do you think's the best running back in the state of North Carolina? He said Chaz Surratt.
Well,
That's true story.
Smoke, if he wanted to, before Sage came through, Chaz had a chance to be the leading rusher, the passer, and the receiver in the county.
Unbelievable.
He could have been by himself his senior year if Coach Bison had said, you know what, let's do something special. He could have been the leading receiver, rusher, and passer in Lincoln County history, all of them the same. He's not even throwing passes to himself.
You know, you talk about him as a football player. He's also an excellent young man in the classroom.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
Well, he got into. Well, where'd he go? Where'd he commit to first? Harvard.
Could have went Duke.
Yeah.
No, that was Sage who went to Harvard.
Yeah.
Right.
Sage
he
committed to
originally
Harvard
committed, but he was getting recruited by Harvard and them too.
Yes.
He was getting recruited by the Ivy schools.
You know, Lincoln County's been fortunate to have a lot of great Lincoln County athletes in football, baseball, and basketball. I mean, a lot of great athletes come through our county.
All right, rest of the top 25 today. Anybody gonna pick Mercer over Auburn?
No.
No.
Army over Ohio State?
No, especially after Ohio State. What happened to them last week?
Beavers at Cougars. Oregon State and Washington State.
Got to go with Mr. Leach and the Washington State.
Yeah,
Cougars.
Washington State. I take that. He's an offensive genius.
Tulane at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
No contest.
Boomer Sooner.
Big game today in our area. North Carolina A&T at Charlotte.
A&T.
I'll go with Charlotte and upset.
I think Charlotte will win. Just because A&T doesn't have
It's
three.
just funny to hear that, Ken. I'm going to go with Charlotte and upset over A&T. But A&T handled Gardner-Webb, right?
They did.
I think
That's the way I was thinking.
So, all right. Alabama, are they going to get upset today by the Colorado State Rams?
No.
No? Nobody on that one?
Nah.
All right. Number 12, LSU at Mississippi State without Dak Prescott.
Mississippi State.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. LSU, I'll take them.
Hey,
LSU's
Jamie.
Defense.
Good to see you, man.
Let's see, looking down the list. The Georgia Bulldogs been kind of hot lately. They beat the great Appalachian State Mountaineers.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. And then the Bulldogs host Samford. Anybody got Samford? Mark Ludwig's got Samford. You going to pick Samford over Georgia, Mark? You're not wearing that hat today out here. He said it's all your fault that he's wearing a yellow jersey today. All your fault. He said it's the coaches, or the Ludwigs, and all of them. I don't know what they're doing over there at North Lincoln. Welcome to the show, Mark. You want to talk for a second? Tell us a little bit about it. That's a pretty hat you got there. Well, thanks for coming by.
You sure you don't want
that hat
a
would look?
picture?
That hat
You
would look.
need a
Yeah,
picture with
come over
you
here. Let me get a
beside
picture of
him.
Mark right beside Smoke here in his yellow shirt.
All right. Here we
Father,
go.
son
If you
picture
watch
here.
if you're watching online, Coach Mark Ludwig up at North Lincoln. Thank you, Coach. Got a picture of him here with Smoke Evan Ludwig.
Hey, Pete.
Thank you, Mark.
That'd be one of the.
Is he working right now, Smoke? I saw an envelope in his hand. Nobody works harder than the post service, do they?
Yeah, days like this, it's a very busy day for him.
If everybody would get out of his way, Terry, Mark gets some work done around here,
That's
right? All right, guys. Coach Ludwig stopping by, get a picture with his son here. Smoke. Kansas State at Vanderbilt. Number 18, Kansas State at Vandy.
Kansas State
yeah,
wins.
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
The big game of the day, I guess, right now, 8 o'clock. Clemson, number 3, at number 14, Louisville. Can Louisville knock off the defending champions?
I'm taking Clemson Tigers. Their defense is awfully good there. So Louisville's got the best player, I think, in the nation, without a doubt, the quarterback.
Yep.
I mean,
Lamar Jackson.
he's special, but, I take Clemson on that, Terry.
I'm going to go with you. I'm going to take
Defense.
Clemson in their defense.
All right, I'll take Louisville in the upset.
I think what we're seeing from Lamar Jackson is what we are going to see, what we saw from Deshaun Watson last year. I just feel like it's Lamar Jackson's year. He's going to carry Louisville to a big win over Clemson.
Number 19, Stanford at San Diego State. Anybody going with the Aztecs?
I go with Stanford.
Stanford will bounce back after losing to USC last week.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Fresno State at Washington Huskies.
Washington,
yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody?
yeah.
All right. In the ACC matchup tonight. Well, let's back up. We'll do that one last. Texas at USC, the rematch of the 2010.
I tell you, I'm taking Texas.
I take USC.
Upset,
Where are they playing at? USC?
Yeah.
I'm taking Texas.
I don't
That
want.
Texas defense can't stop anybody.
I'll be biased here.
I'm taking the Longhorns.
They're cousin to Carolina.
I'll be biased here for a moment. I don't want USC to get their revenge. Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns for Smoke. You guys have no hope today. All right. 17 Miami At number 11, Florida
That's
State.
been postponed.
Has been postponed. Thanks. Florida International and Indiana canceled. Georgia Tech and USF canceled. Looking down the list. All right, guys, there's our college football schedule of the day. Real quick, looking at the rankings. Alabama 1, Oklahoma 2, Clemson 3, USC 4, Penn State 5, Washington 6, Michigan 7, Ohio State 8, Oklahoma State 9, and Wisconsin 10. Florida State 11 on the outside. Looking in, Terry, I don't see.
You do see State on there.
What?
Who they top play? 40.
Top 40? Golly.
Terry.
They didn't get any AP votes.
Does it go that low?
Appalachian got some coaches vote. They got one coach vote. I guess Coach Satterfield and the gang going to put one in for the old team. All right, guys, that's
I mean, we saw how college football works when South Carolina beat us, all of a sudden they're ranked.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Terry. Yeah, that's bad, man. All right, we'll be back. Steve, hold up. Get ready for another 3-minute break. Another 3-minute break on down the line. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting. We'll be right back from Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk at the Apple Festival.
It's the fourth round.
Auto owners and around in 19, the world was quite different. With all that's changed, our commitment to be there when you need us most hasn't. By teaming with independent agents, we've made a difference for generations of customers and generations to come. Making a difference every day. 1 year seemed to go by in a flash.
Your local auto owners agency is Mooney Insurance Agency, located at 528 East Street in Maiden. Call 8-428-8231.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you. Carolina Trust Bank, for FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Forest City, Hickory, Lake, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New model now on display. Silver Point Homes, Main Street, Lincoln. You're invited to drop by and see a brand new big showroom now been at the Chevrolet Good GMC Lincoln. Yes, it's big, it's bright, and it's full deals on Chevrolet Books and GMC trucks. Hey, it's truck. Come in now and get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $5,500 total cash allowance on the 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 cab. Come in for all details. The all-new Abernathy Chevrolet Good GMC truck, 1445 East Main Street.
A reminder to all from Lincoln Animal Hospital. The importance of spaying and neutering controls the population. You know that one male cat and offspring can produce more than 420,000 cats in 7 years. One female dog and her offspring can produce more than 67,000 dogs in 6 years. Spaying can protect a female dog from developing breast cancer and life-threatening infection of the uterus. Neutering can decrease the likelihood of male fighting and can also protect male dogs from painful prosthetic enlargement, anal tumors, and testicular cancer. It can also decrease and eliminate urine spraying and milking of cats. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today.
Drew, the new city just makes me miss home, man. Go get a sweet from McDonald's. They make fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like Mom's. But I miss home. Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to get your rooms clean? Or close the fan and stop letting all the cool air out? Or turn lights off. All right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm going to tell my jokes. No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation limited time only.
it, the Green Meadows Golf Club, located at 957 Kelly Road in Mount Holly. Come see what they have to offer.
NASCAR's America's Tailgate Party, Friday mornings at 10 a.m. for the Motor Racing Network, and right here at Big O Country, WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia.
We can see some patches of low cloudiness and fog around the region early on today. Otherwise, we'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. It'll be warm, only a very slight chance of an afternoon shower. Highs will reach about 81 to 86. Then tonight, mostly clear and mild. We'll have lows in the low to mid-60s. On Sunday, we'll see more sun than clouds overall. We'll continue warm tomorrow with moderate humidity. High temperatures tomorrow, again ranging about 81 to 86 degrees. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Currently at the Big O Country Studios, it's...
I guess we missed the temperature on that. Welcome back to the 2017 Lee County Apple Festival. Kevin Hastings along here with Evan, Bessemer City Turner, Ken Link, Tim Johnson, and Texas. Terry Reinhardt being proud of his Kansas City Royals today after knocking off the Indians. Ending the streak, Terry. So proud, ain't you? This will be your biggest win of the year, right? Because we're probably not going to make the playoffs, are we?
Our biggest win come a couple years ago. We won the World Series.
Oh, that one. Well, you know, I'm so glad y'all won that one instead of that one y'all cheated back in the 80s to win. You know how that one goes.
We wasn't playing nobody back then.
Well, yeah, y'all had a little help from one of those one-eyed umpires back in the day, or blind umpire. I don't know what he was.
Where you going?
He might have been asleep over there. All right, welcome back to
future
Sports Talk.
son-in-law.
Mitchum's Kitchen Sports Talk, 704-276-1155. Give them a call today. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week. Good food they got. Barbecue, burgers, fish, chicken, about anything you can imagine they got over there to eat. Give them a call. All right, guys, time to talk a little NFL action.
I like it.
Got a big schedule across this week. Big games last weekend. Panthers started off with a win over in San Francisco over the 49ers. Everyone pretty much expected that. Cowboys. Big win over the Giants, holding the Giants to 3. That's probably maybe the most surprising thing of the whole week across the NFL.
Defense, baby. We got it.
Kansas City beats New England. So if you've watched all the shows this week, Panthers are better than New England, right, Smoke?
That's not exactly how it goes right now, but, you know.
After week 1 hot takes, that's what it seems like on TV. The Jacksonville Jaguars, better than the New England Patriots.
They actually look better in the first game.
Well, 10 sacks?
I mean, that is the incredible part.
Yes.
10 sacks given up by that Texans offensive line.
New England sat back, and they blamed it on the field. They have took off the whole turf that they had just put down.
Did they really?
Yeah, they sure did. They have took it all off. But, you know, I'm like another guy said, they're going to blame it on the turf right now for them losing. But if they come back and win everything, they're going to say Tom Brady and Belichick won it.
It's their field. I mean, you know, they're playing at home. They're going to blame themselves.
Well, I mean, Tom Brady actually looked like a 40-year-old quarterback for once. You know, he's looked so young for so long, and then that's the first time I think I've ever seen him look his age.
You know, he was frustrated, and he's missing Julian Edelman. That guy caught more third down passes last year than anybody in the NFL, so he's missing him, and he really got frustrated in that game.
Guinea.
You're right about how they're going to miss that. The whole offense really is designed around Edelman moving those first downs and moving the chains like that. So that's going to kill them. Also with Kansas City, guys, Eric Berry out for the year now.
Yes.
He almost won that game by himself, shutting down Gronk. I mean, he is one of, if not the best safety in the NFL. And that defense, I mean, throughout the years, you know, you got great defenses here and there. All of them have a really good safety. Every single one of them, they got a really good safety.
I agree with that.
A leader of the team. You know, how are they going to be able to deal without them? A lot of people don't have them picking to win it anyway, so maybe I guess it don't really matter in Kansas City. Alex Smith's going to try to win it because he's fighting for his job. But you know, looking forward to that. Then you know, we're getting some food brought in here. Look at this.
Thank you, ladies.
Where are you guys from? Here, real quick. Come over here and say it out loud.
Praise God. We're from Supernatural Acts right there. We're out here raising money for the Children's Orphanage in Haiti. We got fresh baked, homemade apple pies. We have barbecue ribs and fresh fish bigger than a plate, and everything is fresh and delicious. Please come out and support us today.
Thank you.
Praise God.
It looks like they brought us some hot dogs with chili and mustard. Is that chicken wings?
Hey, I want a hug.
What's that right
there?
Ribs. Oh, she brought us some ribs. Tim's getting out.
Y'all talk to her. I'm going to get a hug.
If someone's going to bring Tim a rib, he's going to give him a hug. Free hugs for Tim. And
You better believe it.
And Terry promised that he's going to sign anyone who wants this. He's going to sign your name to whatever you want on your item. Okay, just come up. Terry, just bring your Sharpie, and Terry will sign your name to whatever item that you want. Terry Reinhardt signing autographs today. All right.
That's right. No lies.
Back
His mouth's open.
Let's talk about those Panthers. They win last week in San Francisco. Smoke. How do you want to assess it before you let all the Cowboys fans tell you about it?
Well, the first half was really scary offensive-wise. Cam Newton. I feel like you should have seen this coming because he's only thrown 2 passes in actual some semblance of a game action. Then the second half went 9 for 9 and looked a whole lot better. But the thing that really pleased me was the front four on defense, the way that K'Wan Short and Star Lotulelei were able to just attack the quarter Brian Hoyer throughout the whole game. The running game was just non-existent for Carlos Hyde. And, and also a problem I had, I felt like they were just trying to force it to McCaffrey so much that it was ineffective. So I feel like, maybe the offense will get better the more we get, the season goes deeper. It's kind of like that Jacksonville game 2 years ago when they struggled and then Josh Norman pick six helped to win that game.
Terry, I think Tim and Ken's going to have enough food today.
That's what I was saying.
They just wrapping up food.
I'm going to be fat by the end of the day.
Y'all were going to have to change y'all's picks because, the Florida man brought the funnel cake over.
I picked
so
Florida.
You guys that picked Tennessee, y'all can't have none of his funnel cake, okay?
There you go.
I
picked Florida.
You make sure they don't touch none of your funnel cake. He says it's really good. All right, Smoke, this week you got the Buffalo Bills. Everyone says, oh, that's the Buffalo Bills should win. But what that does is there's a lot of old Panthers on the Bills, right? So these two teams are actually going to know a lot more about each other than most teams do. And everyone's going to say, well, does Rivera have the advantage for knowing his coordinator, or does his coordinator know the advantage because that coordinator has been practicing against Cam in the offense this whole time?
Well, I'll say this about the McDermott thing. I think it's kind of overblown because, Ron knows just as much as McDermott knows about him. And, it's kind of even tone. And, I bet Steve Wilkes has changed the play calls or the terminology behind the play calls for blitz calls and everything, so McDermott doesn't know. But here's the thing that's the interesting one. Well, out of all the players that went from the Panthers to the Bills this past year, Joe Webb got cut after the preseason, and now he's on the Bills roster. That is the one that is interesting because he might give some intel.
Now, he actually does probably know a little bit more.
Yeah, that one I think has kind of been the one that's kind of been thrown to the wayside that people haven't been talking about. I know Joe Webb isn't probably going to play, but still, that's an interesting one.
He's probably not there. He might even get cut after this week, Smoke.
You saw what happened to Ben Boulware.
Yeah.
Ben Boulware got signed to the practice squad a little over a week ago for the San Francisco 49ers. Then on Tuesday, he gets cut by the 49ers on the practice squad. So, I mean, that's just the life.
Teams do that. They sign these players.
Yeah,
they get any information that they can.
Trying
the
to get
biggest question, I think, for the Panthers is can they stop Mike Tolbert?
Yes, they can.
Fried jalapenos for the Tennessee fans. He brought funnel cakes for the Florida fans and fried jalapenos for the Tennessee fans.
I love it.
That's sports right there, folks. That's awesome. But back to that, Smoke. The Bills, they play this weekend, Carolina at home, right?
Yeah, but I don't really know if it's going to be that much of a home game for Carolina with the Bills Mafia.
There is a lot of Buffalo.
There are a lot of Buffalo Bills transplants.
You wouldn't even think that, but there's a lot of Buffalo fans down this way.
Bill Polian has said some crazy stuff the past few months, but he might be on the dot saying it might be a 50-50 split at the game tomorrow because I know, Bills haven't been good since the 90s, but their fans are just such a rabid fan base. And, this is once every 8 years that Buffalo plays here in Carolina. And, not many of the transplants that are from Buffalo that move down here have an opportunity to see the Bills play. So this is a big opportunity for them, and that might take away the home field advantage. And we've seen it happen before with some bigger fan bases like the Steelers and the Cowboys, but there's still so many Bills fans around here that it could happen.
Well, if I've got Shady McCoy on my fantasy team, so I'm going to need someone to grease him up like a pig out there for Sunday because I can't have Kuechly and Thomas and all them tackling him. I need Shady to get about 200 and 2 touchdowns. Talk about our fantasy team. Guys, this weekend I started Andy Dalton was my quarterback.
Uh-oh.
Let me put it this way. I'm not even going to tell you how many points he had, Ken. But listen to this. If I would have started Tony Romo last weekend, I would have scored 5 more fantasy points than I did with the actual NFL starting quarterback. So anybody that wants to hate on Romo, he scored more points than a real NFL quarterback this year, and all he did was sit in the booth.
And did a great job in the booth as well.
Hey, Smoke scored more points than than Andy Dalton did this year in that Bessemer City jersey. I mean, that's how bad it was. Let's see. Andy Dalton had Gronk, Allen Robinson tore his ACL, and Adrian Peterson had 1 point. I think I had 4 people combined for 1 point and a torn ACL, and then Romo sitting in the booth. He could have got him and Armani Edwards combined for more points than the rest of my team got.
Kevin, let's get this young man on radio here. This is Mr. Connor. He's my nephew. Come here, Connor.
What's up, Connor?
Connor plays football for West Lincoln Optimus. Good football player, good baseball player. Terry, you'll have this young man one of these days up there at West Lincoln High School.
Well,
so, Connor,
you better hope
you won't have him. No, I promise
if he
you won't
sees
have him.
Terry, he was misbehaving.
No,
he'll transfer when he sees Terry.
But anyway, Connor, why don't you tell everybody hello here at the Lincoln County Apple Festival?
Hey, I don't know.
Hey, we can get you in this West Lincoln helmet up here, right here. We can crack some heads up here.
That's right.
Smoke's got his jersey on. All we couldn't get the helmet on him.
Jersey, let's see, put the North Lincoln helmet on and put the West Lincoln. We'll go at it right now.
We'll crack it. We'll do the Oklahoma drill right here, right now. Winner take all. Smoke, you think you can handle him?
I don't know. We don't condone this type of stuff, you know.
Y'all don't do Oklahoma anymore, do you?
Hardly.
I don't know if that's still allowed or not.
That's my sister, y'all.
Okay. Well, uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I ain't supposed to say that.
She said she's not telling nobody that, Tim. You weren't supposed to let the secret out either.
I don't think she claims you, Tim.
No.
Hell, nobody claims you.
Hey, the most famous person in Lincoln County's in the house. The most famous person in Lincoln County's in the house. Why don't Braylon Beam come over here and say hello to me?
There he is.
Braylon, what's
There
up,
he is.
buddy? Come here. Give me a hug.
There he is.
There's Smokes over here. What's up, Braylon? What's up? Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Where's your daddy at?
He's working.
Working? What's he doing today?
He's tilling the yard.
Tilling the yard. Hey, I know. I've known your daddy. We went to college together for 20 years. Randy, if you'll turn around, everybody on YouTube's looking at you right now. Say hello. She didn't know she was on camera. Well, Braylon, we're talking Panthers right now. You walked up just in time. Tell us about what do you think is going to happen this weekend against the Buffalo Bills?
The prediction is 32-26.
32-26 Buffalo. Thanks, Braylon, for predicting a Buffalo Bills win, right? Buffalo Bills going to win? Oh, no. Panthers are going to win, right? All right, who's going to score the most touchdowns for the Panthers?
McCaffrey.
All right, McCaffrey. That's Braylon's pick. Is he your favorite player now?
All of them.
All of them. Braylon don't have a favorite. All right, Braylon. Thanks for stopping by. Go pick up. Man, they got all kinds of food and stuff for you guys to have fun. Where's your papa? Wes. That's the one I was asking about. Where's old Wes at? Wes, he's telling about you. Tell him where he's at.
He's sleeping because he coached Nick Conover last night.
They almost won, didn't they? Was you at the game? You missed it. Okay. All right, Braylon. Thanks for stopping by and seeing us. One of our favorite fan up here, Braylon. I went to Appalachian State with his daddy and had a good time, buddy. A good friend. Braylon, have a good day. I love him socks. Come here real quick. Talk about your socks real quick before you go. Where can you get the socks?
You can get them online and maybe at Dick's.
All right. Braylon has his own socks selling at Dick's, Smoke. Smoke, as good as you look at that jersey, they're not selling that jersey at Dick's this week with your name on it. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by, Randall. You guys take care, and Bradley take care, too. Tell everybody, Matt and Jesse and everybody in the gang, hello, the whole Beam family. We usually see them come by through here. Thanks for breaking it down, Braylon. The Panthers this weekend, he's got them victorious, Smoke. Where do you got them?
I got the Panthers winning 24-14. You know, you were talking about Shady earlier. That's a big thing. Is it came out late Friday afternoon that he's got an ankle injury, so he's not going to be 100% coming into this game, and that's a big concern, I think, for the Bills, because that's really who they're relying on in offense.
That's what you wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Yep. Hey, I think Braylon nailed the score. I think either team could make that score. I think it's going to go. It could go either way. These two teams know a lot about each other.
It was kind of scary though how he had it almost exactly like the North Lincoln Bessemer game last night.
Well, Smokes, my prediction last night before that game, you're not going to believe it, was 31-28 Bessemer.
I mean, you almost got.
So I was close.
Well, the thing is, you almost got the total points scored with the Alexander Central North Lincoln game, right?
Me and
a
Terry,
couple weeks before that.
We had the total points in that game, didn't we?
We
Terry?
did. We was close.
We missed the total points by like 5, but we weren't even close on predictions. All right, so we got that for the Panthers. All right, moving on. We got a couple Cowboys fans in the house, Terry and Tim. How about them Cowboys this weekend? 19-3 over the Giants. The question is, were the Cowboys defense that good, or is the Giants offense that bad without Odell Beckham, who they haven't scored 20 points in the last 6 games?
I think it's 50-50. I really do. I think Cowboys defense has improved, even though they got a young defensive backfield.
Yeah, 4 guys.
Absolutely. So I think that Rob Marinelli, he may be one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, in the whole entire league, without a doubt. Terry, I really, be honest with you, Jalen Smith is a blessing in disguise at middle linebacker. But Sean Lee is, to me, one of the best linebackers in football. If he's healthy, he could be Hall of Fame by the time he's done his career.
Yeah, and I agree with you. He's one of the top 3.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
Sure. But, I mean, as far as Dallas goes, I mean, Smith, he was a guy that Dallas took a chance on, knowing that he was not going to get to play for a whole year. So they took care of him. Coming into this week, they're going against Denver. I don't know whether Simeon can lead Denver to enough touchdowns. Defense for them is going to have to prove a lot, but I think Dallas is still going to come out on top.
You guys talking about Sean Lee. Real quick, I was watching a show the other day. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Herm Edwards. He said Lee was the best middle linebacker in the NFL.
I agree with that.
He had Kuechly at 2.
Yep.
The only reason he had – no, it wasn't. It was Rob Ryan. I know Smoke will love some Rob Ryan. Rob Ryan, he was the defensive coordinator in Dallas. He said he's never had a player that studies the game and knows more about the game on defense than Sean Lee. And he says that Sean Lee's better in the run game against Kuechly, and that's why he would take him because of those 2 things over Kuechly. Needless to say, there's not much breaking them apart. There's not much too far from them. I think, top 5 to 10 linebackers on the NFL are probably all right the same.
I think Kuechly, without a doubt, and Sean Lee is the same type of football player. Smart, fast, intelligent. They're going to make plays. They're all over the football field. They run from sideline to sideline. But Dallas's thing is their offense. I mean, their offense, they might have the best offense in football, Terry.
Yeah, and they studs at every position that you go to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you got Whitten, you got Dez, and then they're trying to fill in the other spot. We still need some help there. I think we should have went after another wide receiver, and I mentioned that before we ever got started.
But Williams is playing good.
It is, but when you go to running back, and then you've got you got Morris, which now is the backup, and McFadden's the 3rd guy in the lineup now, and that's surprising to me.
It is.
But, with Elliott out there, Morris and them's not going to have to do so much unless the NFL finally wins their little protest. And somebody has to serve a suspension.
I don't think they're going to. I think
so
he's going to play the whole entire year. I think it will go to court eventually, but I think it'll be the Brady situation.
Well, they say he's going to miss next year. Is when the suspension will be next season, not this season, because the way the court system works out.
Yeah.
Cowboys looking forward, Terry, this week. Do you know who they got this week?
Denver.
At Denver, probably one of the best defenses in the league. Keep Talib. If I'm going to shut down Dez, it's going to have to be the running game and Cole Beasley. I mean,
play action pass is going to win.
Yeah, the last time Dallas won in Denver was Emmett and them were playing.
Yes.
So it's been a while.
Well, Terry, I think I'm sitting on your court or something.
I think so, and you're really depleting me from speaking all.
That's really what it was. I was sitting on. I was putting pressure on that court. It was
speaking of the Cowboys back in the heyday, back in the '90s, Terry, I agree with you. They run the football. Emmitt Smith up the middle, outside, whatever he, just put the ball in his hand. But Troy Aikman is a lot. Dak Prescott to me reminds me a lot of Troy Aikman. How he runs that football team. He doesn't turn the ball over. He don't make mistakes. And when it's time to make a big play, he makes the play. And so, to me, they're taking the offense of the 90s and bringing it back to today. Power football.
Yep.
Well, we talk about it all the time, looking at the defense is going to be the key. They only scored 19 points. Dallas. League average since 1911 is 24 points. So you get more than 24, you should win. Get less, you should win, lose, however that. Now, so they only scored 19. The Giants held them under 24, so technically they did their job. The defense showed up. Last year, the defense showed up. They were 5th in total points. That is the big Minnesota. Everyone's talking about Sam Bradford. Last year, they were 6th in defense. Well, what'd they do this week? They played pretty good, right, on defense.
Yes.
They totally shut that team down. On defense, they were blowing up the line defensively. So, these teams, these first few weeks, 4 or 5 weeks in, guys, look at the defensive stats, look at the yards, look at the points. Those are the teams that are going to be there in the end more than likely.
I agree with that. And I'll tell you something, big thing, too, before we go, Kevin, injuries. That's going to play a part for anybody all year long.
Oh, yes.
Most definitely. Always does.
New England's got they've lost all their wide receivers. You know who I'd call if I was them? Think about it, Smoke. Who should the Patriots call?
Wide receiver-wise?
Number 89.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Armani.
No, not him, no. I'm talking about a real wide receiver. They don't need another quarterback, Smoke. Why would they call Armani? They need to call number 89, Steve Smith. He said he wanted to play for him anyway.
I agree with that. That would be a great pickup for them.
Wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
But I don't think it's going to happen with him at the NFL Network now. But
yeah, it'd be tough.
Imagine him and Tom Brady
they're
together.
They're getting to the point where they might have to do something.
I think they'll be fine though because
if they start 0-3.
Well, that ain't going to happen because they're playing the Saints tomorrow.
Now wait a minute. What's the Saints record?
0-1.
What's the Patriots record?
0-1.
Okay, then. So what are we talking about, Smoke?
Well, it's
how many times?
New England wins.
Who's going to cover Gronk tomorrow?
Nobody.
Exactly.
You've already got turmoil down there already.
88.
Peterson's already saying, I need the ball.
Well, first of all, Sean Payton is a moron for the way he coached that game the other night.
I agree with that.
He gave 6 carries to all 3 backs, and none of them got 20 yards. So none of them were effective. Drew Brees was running for his life. That was between the line play and his play calling. I don't know which is worse. They had 3 inside the 10-yard lines and didn't score touchdowns with Drew Brees at quarterback. The first time they called 3 runs, they ran a reverse to the rookie on 1st and goal. I mean, that's just Sean Payton's better than that. I don't get it. So he's got some adjusting to figure out how he wants to do everything.
Maybe you shouldn't sign another running back. It's Alvin Kamara is a change of pace back right now, but maybe you shouldn't sign Adrian Peterson when you already had a 1,000-yard rusher on your team.
Well, you thought when they signed him that it might be the over for Ingram, because like you said, somebody's got to catch a pass, and Peterson's not running out. And the thing is, Breeze and him are in shotgun more than 50% of the time, so he's not going to be in there in that.
Yeah, but you're asking New Orleans to change their whole offense, and Peterson come in there and Ingram there.
They don't need to. They just need to run the ball when you're supposed to and run it correctly. And Terry, I don't think that line can do it. The way they got blown up.
I agree.
And not only on the running. Every time they doing, like I said, all 3 of them had less than 20 yards rushing on 6 carries. So they're not going anywhere. They're all tackled at the line. It looked like all night, right at the line. And then Breeze was getting destroyed. So I think they've got to work on that more than anything.
Well, the problem is with the line, Armstead was coming in. He's pretty much going to miss the whole year. That was announced back in late June, July. And then in the second quarter, Zach Streif gets hurt with a leg injury. Your right tackle's out. So you're out already with both of your tackles, and you just got done. You couldn't even get through the whole first half. So, that's going to hurt the Saints.
All right, we got to get out of here on Sports Talk today. Steve and the gang's wrapping us up out back at the studios. Classic Ford of Shelby, Calvin, and the gang are out there today. Give them a call if you go to the Alpha today. If you folks from Shelby are coming over here, go to Classic Ford first or second, whichever one, however it times out for you. Or come see Ken and Tim out here at the Apple Festival. They'll be out here all day. Terry will be out here for a little while, won't you?
Well, for a little bit.
Look for Terry in his Kansas City Royals hat. Tell him congratulations on beating those Indians last night.
Streak is over.
Smoke, you got to put that back on for another picture or two for me before you leave, buddy.
He's already got rid of
He already took the shirt off. He's already took the shirt.
He's
it got 10 o'clock, that thing came out. Smoke, you're a good sport. I want to thank you for doing that. Smoke lost the bet this year. Bessemer City beats North Lincoln. Real quick, guys, we got to get out here. Do y'all have the scores on you or not? Have you already put your scores up? Can we give the scores real quick? Steve, we're going to give their scores, and then we'll get out of here for the day. Let you and Calvin take over. Last night's scores across the area in high school football with Terry Reinhardt and Evan Ludwig.
All right, it was Bessemer City beating North Lincoln 32-27. As Bessemer City gets to 4-0 for the second time in school history, first time since 1965. Hendersonville beats Burns 27-21 in overtime. Crest edges out Weddington 20-19. Shelby beats Kings Mountain in overtime 20-17. And East Lincoln gets their first one of the year, beating East Gaston 22-6.
It was West Iredell over North Iredell 26-20. RS Central 23, South Caldwell 14. East Burke over West Lincoln 32-26 in overtime. It was Mountain Island Charter 56-0 over Commonwealth Charter. Providence Day over Forest View 55-21. And South Point let Stuart Kramer score, but South Point wins the game 41-14.
It was Patton 28, East Rutherford 21, West Wilkes 47, Bunker Hill 37, Asheville School Independent School 34, Community School Davidson 21, Union Academy 28, Northside Christian Academy nothing, and Hickory 33, Bandies 10.
It was drawn 42, Avery County 20, Fretty Ford 55, St. Stephen's 34. High Brighton over Newton Conover 18-17, and on Thursday night it was North Gaston 49, Lincoln 27.
And also I want to say tonight Western Carolina plays Gardner Webb, got some Lincoln County flavor in this game. You know, Apple Festival, everyone from Lincoln County's around here. Donnie Thompson, former Wolf and North Lincoln Knight, playing in the game tonight. Chase Selling, former North Lincoln Knights, playing in the game tonight. And also Trevor Childress, former East Lincoln Mustangs, going to be at the game. So some Lincoln County flavor in that game in Cleveland County tonight.
Yeah, and on Sunday, Brandon Spikes comes back to his area, and he'll stop the Panthers on Sunday as Buffalo pulls a win.
All right, guys, real quick, the Cleveland Browns will go 1-1 this weekend. We're ready to rock. Held Pittsburgh to 21. We'll take our moral victories as we go. All right, real quick, Tim, we got a lot of food on this table. We got to thank some people. Folks, if you come to the Apple Festival today, we're out here on the corner, kind of right on the corner of City Lunch and Bank of America, if you know where that's at, right on the Court Street. Across the street from us, just hold on for a second, Steve Robey, we're almost done. Right across the street from us, we've got some ministries and some churches that have been feeding us and saying hello and putting up basically with all our junk all morning. I want to thank them. Go ahead, Tim.
All right, I want to thank Lincoln County Prison Ministry, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Danny Martin, the whole crew over here, hot dogs, sausage dog, cold drinks, water, they got everything. Webb's Chapel, United Methodist Church here today. You got walking tacos, is that correct? Walking tacos, funnel cakes, fried pickles, fried jalapenos, drinks, water, they got everything over here. Also, I want to thank New Day Visions. New Day Visions, can you hear me, sweetheart? New Day Visions. Great apple pies. I'm telling you guys, they got some good apple pies up here. Also, all the way down, you can see food everywhere here today. It's the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. Guys, have a great rest of the afternoon. Myself, Tim Johnson, Ken Link, we're going to be here all day.
All right, thank you, Tim, and thank you, everybody, for showing up this morning. Thanks for Terry Reinhardt showing up with the Mitchum's Kitchen breakfast this morning. Terry, that breakfast was awesome. We had biscuits and all kinds of food. Give them a call today, 704-276-1155 today. Looks like, is that Cameron Dollar up in the house today? $40 football. What's up, Cam? How are you, buddy? Sporting some Krispy Kremes. Stop by our booth today. We're giving away Tar Heel tickets. Go see Cameron's buddy Chasserat up there. Tar Heel giving away tickets up there. We'll have that. 4 tickets to register at our booth today. Also, free rounds of golf at the Lincoln Country Club. Renaissance Festival tickets will be given away. And a $25 gift card to Homestead's Restaurants and some Boss T-shirts. Cameron, have a good day, buddy. And good luck to those Charlotte 49ers today. All right, guys. Steve, sending it back to you. Tim and Kim will be live for the Apple Festival the rest of the day. Y'all have a good day over there in Shelby and Cherville.
From the Performance Racing Network, right here on 1590 AM, WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia.
We could see some patches of low cloudiness and fog around the region early on today. Otherwise, we'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. It'll be warm, only a very slight chance of an afternoon shower. Highs will reach about 81 to 86. Then tonight, mostly clear and mild. We'll have lows in the low to mid-60s. On Sunday, we'll see more sun than clouds overall. We'll continue warm tomorrow with moderate humidity. High temperatures tomorrow, again ranging about 81 to 86 degrees. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Currently at the Big Old Country Studios, it's 10:13.
Pastor Webb Chapel. Charlie's been on the beach for over 6 decades, and he's not washed up yet. Good work, Charlie.
His Uncle Ray owned a cabin in Vilas just outside Boone. It was one of the most beautiful places in the world any time of year, but in autumn, the word beautiful wasn't enough. The explosion of color, the crispness in the air, it was as if time was suspended over that tiny cabin. Each autumn, the family would gather at Uncle Ray's cabin. She'd been coming with them since they started dating in high school. But this autumn, the reunion would become a union. This autumn, he'd present her with the diamond he'd selected at Hayes Jewelers in Lexington. Since 1939, Hayes Jewelers has been making dreams come true for couples throughout the region. Bruce Hayes, the king of diamonds, has been dedicated to matching diamonds, budgets, and dreams. His mom and dad will be there. Uncle Ray will swear that the cabin is magic, and it'll be a moment they'll both remember forever. If this is to be your autumn, do as so many others have done, and make a visit to Hayes Jewelers on Highway 8 North at Business 85 in Lexington. Remember, a gift lasts a season, but a Hayes Jewelers diamond is forever.
Here's what's up in Cleveland, Gaston, and Lincoln counties. Brought to you by the What's Up Shopper, Big O Country WCSL, and the Boss WOHS and WLON. The Almost Gong Show is coming October 14th to the Lincoln Cultural Center at 7 p.m. Admission is $15 for adults. Come enjoy the fun as contestants try their best to impress the guest judges. There'll be over $3,000 in cash and prizes. Also, the Shelby Missions Camp will host a family caregiver appreciation brunch on Thursday, November 2nd from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. For information, call 919-422-9990. And that's What's Up, brought to you by the What's Up Shopper, Big O Country WCSL 1590 AM, and the Boss WOHS 1390 AM and 101.5 FM, and WLON 1050 AM. For more information, go to whatsupshopper.com.
Who better to turn to for life insurance than someone who's already part of your life? Your State Farm agent has been there for everything from your first car.
Hi, this is Steven. My dad's car got a dent.
To your home.
Hi, this is Steven. You know that hailstorm last night?
So when it comes time for life insurance,
Hi, it's Steven. We had a boy, Stevie Jr.
turn to somebody who's been there all along. Call your State Farm agent about life insurance today.
See Robin Brackett, State Farm Insurance Agency at 941 East Marion Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-6855.
Honey, I am officially on break.
Huh?
This cold McDonald's McCafe drink is really chilling me out.
Oh, me too. I'm officially on break from worrying about the weird sound coming from the garbage disposal.
And I'm officially on break from having to think about cleaning out the garage.
You've been thinking about that for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's about time I had a break from thinking about it.
For a limited time, get every size soft drink or Mickey D's sweet tea for $1. Or a small McCafe frappe smoothie or shake for just $2. Prices and participation may vary. A la carte only.
Good Saturday morning to you. Glad to have you right here on the Ross-Eye present temperature, 71 degrees on the beautiful skies. Let's go live and remote where you will be with Calvin and Mr. Prairie to Classic Ford.
You got Gerald now.
Hey, Gerald.
Steve,
That's right.
Steve, how you doing? You're doing a good job back there.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Don't tell him that. We're going to bring him a hot dog back.
No, we ain't.
Tight today.
Yes, indeed.
We are at Classic Ford. We'd like for you to come on out here and see us. They've got some really good deals going on out here today at Classic Ford. Tell them about a few of those.
That's right. It's the end of the summer sale. Save hundreds and thousands. Many priced under $15,000. They got a 2013 Honda Fiat. Was $13,899. Now it's $11,995. Got 20% off sales events. Huge savings in stock on everything that you want. Come on out here today. They've got salesmen running around the lot. They got on the lot finance, 0% financing, up to 72 months on some of these deals. Gerald, we're giving away some great prizes today too, aren't we?
Yes, we are. In addition to getting you a Dairy Queen hot dog,
right,
and chips and drinks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a good hot dog for you.
Finest in the land.
Register while you're here, or bring your listener card in,
right,
and drop it in the box. The girls right up here at the front of the dealership, they will be glad to fix you right up. And you can register to win those 2 tickets to North Carolina Tar Heel football game, 3 rounds of golf at the Riverbend YMCA golf course, those ever popular Renaissance Festival tickets perk,
yep,
a $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant, and those Boss T-shirts.
That's right. And remember, now this is the Classic Car Show today, and you, Every individual that comes out, you're the one who makes the winner. You're the one who chooses the drivers of the cars, the owners of the car. They have nothing at all to do with the voting. You are the one who decides the winner. So come on out and make your best selection. We got a few cars coming in. We got a few more. Hope to see a few more. A lot of activities going around town in Lincoln today, but if you're not busy, come on out and have a hot dog.
Right, we'll be here to 2 o'clock, but I heard Richard say a little bit ago he'll be here to 7.
He'll stay to midnight if he has to. He's a salesman for real.
And we'll take it back to you, Steve.
Yeah, all right.
This is Johnny on the beach with Charlie Brown.
Heard from the Friends of Distinction, and now here's Lamont Dozier on the beat.
Jump all over me, set my body free. Use me up, love me I. Make me in your oven, girl, I need your loving. Make me shout, cool me eye. Jump all over me, set my body free. Use me up, love me I. Make me in your oven, girl, I need your love. Make me shout, cool me eye. Feeling on my hand from this wear and tear, baby. I need some love and care. I'm drowning in despair, baby. the other like a stun. Come on, baby, take the fun. Jump all over me, set my body free. You be up, let me out. Take me in your loving, girl, I need your loving. Make me stop, pull me out. I'm like an old man with a taste of brandy, a little child wanting candy. You give me a little bit, girl, I'm about to have a fit. Jump on me, set my body free. You be up, love me out. Take me in your loving, girl, I need your loving. Make me stop, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out, love me out, love me out, love me out.
On the Beach with Charlie Brown is heard on great radio stations, including WZJS, Classic Hits 100.7 and 99.1, serving Boone and Bannerette, North Carolina, and Willie 97.3, serving the two Virginias in Bluefield, Princeton. Please check them out whenever you can.
Hi, I'm Archie Bill. Charlie, if you don't play some Archie Bill and the drills, there's gonna be a showdown.
Say, man, they tell me you think you're pretty good. Don't you know you in my neighborhood?
I'll treat you right. Come to me, baby. Free mind tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, don't walk away. Okay, if that's the way it must be, okay. I guess I'll go on home, it's late. There'll be tomorrow night, but wait, what do I see? Is she walking back to me? Yeah, she's walking back to me. Oh, pretty woman. Let's take a walk together near the ocean shore, hand in hand, you and I. Let's cherish every moment we have been given, for time is passing by. I often pray before I lay down by your side. If you receive your calling before I awake, could I make it through the night? Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live. Oh, cherish the love. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. The world is always changing, nothing stays the same. but love will stand the test of time. The next life that we live in remains to be seen. Will you be by my side? I often pray before I lay down by your side. And if you receive your calling before I awake, could I make it through the night? Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live. Baby, yeah. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Yes, I do. Cherish the love. Oh, this love. Cherish the love we have. Cherish every moment we have together. As long as we both shall hand in hand, you and I. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Baby. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live. Cherish the love. Cherish the life. Cherish the love. Cherish the love we have. As long as we both shall live. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Yes, I do. Cherish the love. Oh.
Cool in the gang, cherish the love. Very pleasant, good Saturday afternoon. Our present temperature is 77 degrees. Glad to have you with us. Appreciate you coming out. And of course, let's go to the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Got a special guest. Hey there, good afternoon.
Hey, Steve, thanks, man, for bringing us back here. We have Mr. Demery Brewer, ladies and gentlemen, First Federal. He is our main sponsor here for the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Also, we present an award, too. Can't tell them about that award we do every Friday.
Each Friday we give an award to the most outstanding Lincoln County Student Athlete Football Player of the Week of the 4 Lincoln County schools, Lincoln, North Lincoln, West Lincoln, and East Lincoln. And
hey, Clay.
The coaches send us in their candidate, their recommendation for the player on their team they felt is deserving of the award. And then Tim and I make the choice, and we present that First Federal Student Athlete Lincoln County Football Player of the Week award each Monday. We visit practice. We take photos of the award winner and the coach, and usually Demery Brewer, and we post that in the Lincoln Times as well as the Lincoln Herald. And so we're proud of that, and we're certainly thankful and appreciative for First Federal for stepping up and sponsoring this award.
Absolutely, Ken. You're exactly right. And we have Demery here with us, and Demery, who played football in Lincoln County at Lincolnton High School, 2007 state champions, ladies and gentlemen. Also went to Appalachian. Demery, what have you been up to, man?
Just working with the bank. You know, we're happy to support things in the community and to support the student athletes, because that's a big thing to do well on the field as well in the school. So we're happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Now, I talked to Dyer Aker this morning, so I told Dyer thanks, too. So I tell you, wonderful people at First Federal, ladies and gentlemen. So, Demery, want to thank you for stopping by. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of great food down here, a lot of great sponsors here, too. Don't forget about Jackie Dameron Farm Bureau agent out of North Aspen Street in Lincoln, by Parker Farm Services in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and just around the corner, Antique Mall in downtown Lincoln. City Lunch got hot dogs. Webb Chapel's got hot dogs. Lincoln County's got hot dogs. Everybody's got hot dogs and hamburgers down here at the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. Tim Johnson, Ken Link, Demery Brewer, we're live. Big time in Lincoln.
I love your station.
I love you guys. You guys are the best.
The Boss, your beach oldies and sports stations. WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln. Online at KDCBroadcasting.com and W268CU Shelby. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Once Upon a Time is now. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Presented by Harris Teeter and Pepsi. 12 stages of nonstop entertainment.
Because it is just so much fun for everybody in the family. It doesn't matter what age you are.
A medieval amusement park, comedy, daredevil antics, and giant roasted turkey legs.
We love the Renaissance Festival.
Jousting nights, men in tights, shopping, music, dance, incredible value, and delicious foods.
We love to come and eat our way through the festival. Amazing things to eat, the turkey legs and the crepes and everything else. It's a highlight of our trip every year.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Discount tickets at Harris Teeter or renfestinfo.com.
Come to the Renaissance Festival.
Stay tuned to The Boss and Big O Country and learn how you can win tickets to this year's Renaissance Festival. Campers NRV of Kings Mountain is throwing a huge customer appreciation celebration September 23rd and 24th. They're thanking their customers with fun activities and fantastic giveaways. Plus, they'll have incredible end-of-season deals on top makes and models of RVs, like a 2017 Heartland Big Country 3800 for just $59,332. They can't wait to thank you for making your trusted source Campers Inn. Visit Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain for amazing RV deals September 23rd and 24th. Visit them online at campersinn.com. It's time to stock up for back to school with cash from Basic Finance in Shelby. You can get a loan from $500 to $7,500 at Basic Finance in Shelby. With Basic Finance in Shelby, you get fast, friendly, confidential customer service. They are behind you with the money you need and are a member resident lender in North Carolina. Basic Finance, 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-0111. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Golf on Saturday, church on Sunday. No matter where you live, if you're looking for a motorcycle, head to Greer, South Carolina to Cherokee Cycles. With name brands like Indian, Victory, and Polaris, you can't go wrong. Ask about special financing programs. And be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for great buys on used bikes. That's Cherokee Cycles, located at 1700 South Highway 14 in Greer, South Carolina. Your dealer for Indian, Victory, and Polaris Motorsports.
Is the cost of ink driving your profits down? Then listen up. Discount Ink Jet and Toner is here to help. Discount Ink Jet and Toner specializes in refilling ink jet and toner cartridges. Cut your ink costs by as much as 50% or more. Discount Ink Jet and Toner, located on 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. I drive 200 miles an hour for a living, so it makes sense that I have life insurance, but so many people don't. That's just an unnecessary risk. It means leaving your loved ones to suffer financially if something happens to you. It's a struggle my family knows. As teenagers, both my parents lost their fathers. Neither had life insurance. Don't take that risk. Get life insurance. For help, go to lifehappens.org.
A public service message from the nonprofit Life Happens.
On a farm way back up in the woods, I was so ragged that folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it, cause deep down inside he was hurt cause he'd done all he could. My papa was a great old man. I can see him with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had. He did wonders when the times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised barely paid the bills we made. Oh, life had kicked him down to the ground. When he tried to get up, life was taking back down. One day, Papa called me to his dying bed, put his hands on my shoulder, then in tears he said, Patches, I'm depending on your son to pull the family through. My son is all left us. 2 days later, Papa passed away, and I became a man that day. So I told Mama I was gonna quit school, but she said that was Daddy's strictest rule. So every morning before I went to school, I fed the chickens and I chopped wood too. Sometimes I felt that I couldn't go on. I wanted to leave, just run away from home. But I would remember what my daddy said, with tears in his eyes on his dying bed. He said, Patches, I'm depending on you, son. I tried to do my best. It's up to you to do the rest. Then one day a strong rain came and washed all the crops away. And at the age of 13, I thought I was carrying the weight of the whole world on my shoulders. And you know, Mama knew what I was going through, 'cause every day I had to work the fields, 'cause that's the only way we got our meals. See, I was the oldest of the family, and everybody else depended on me. Every night I heard my mama pray, Lord, give him strength to make another day. No years have passed and all the kids are grown. The angels took Mama to a brand new home. Lord knows, people, I shed in tears, but my daddy's voice kept me through the years, saying, Patches, I'm dependent on your son. The moment I'm through, my son, it's all left up to you. So I can still hear Papa's voice say, Patches, I'm dependent on your son. I've tried to do my best. It's up to you to do the rest. I can still hear Papa when he says, Patches, I'm dependent on your son.
Weak high pressure over the area this afternoon should leave us with skies that range between mostly sunny and partly cloudy across the area. We'll have warm temperatures, only a very slender chance of a shower. Highs will reach about 81 to 86. Tonight will turn mostly clear and mild. Winds will be light with lows in the low to mid 60s. Then on Sunday, we'll see more sun than clouds overall. We'll continue warm tomorrow with moderate humidity. High temperatures tomorrow again ranging about 81 to 86. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Currently from the KTC Broadcasting Studios, it's
12:30, and the temperature is 77 degrees.
Don't miss Field Day, September 30th from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. at the Deal Park Walking Track in Kings Mountain. Come out and relive an old school field day for both adults and kids. Admission is free to enjoy the more than 30 craft and food vendors and the free concert featuring former The Voice finalist Riley Betterer. Or go to kmfieldday.com and register to play in one of the great games like dodgeball, tug of war, egg toss, three-legged race, and more. Registration is only $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Again, get more info and register to play at kmfieldday.com. Have a blast and play old school at KM Field Day. Cook Rentals of Denver and Cornelius are committed to providing quality equipment and tool rentals throughout the surrounding area. They specialize in commercial rentals, contractor and homeowner, do-it-yourself rentals, and their customers have come to trust their outstanding customer service. Their staff tries to provide each customer with the best rental experience possible. Visit them online at cookrentals.com to see their complete catalog of equipment today. They also sell all types of equipment for Cook Rentals of Denver and Cornelius. Again, visit them at cookrentals.com. That's COOKE rentals.com.
You don't have to worry about the folks on earth. I give them a little drink and it won't be no curse. Let the doorbell ring. Let the doorbell ring. And let the doorbell ring. Let the doorbell ring. Now let the doorbell ring while we having a ball. Well, now you don't have to worry. Your daddy is a preacher. I come on to my house and the show gonna teach you. Let the doorbell ring. Let the doorbell ring. Now let the doorbell ring. Let the doorbell ring. Now let the doorbell ring while we're having a ball. When the siren blue and the cops all around, if you don't open the door, I'm sure gonna take it down. Let the doorbell ring. Oh, let the doorbell ring. Let the doorbell ring. Wow. cops are all around. If you don't open this door, I'm forced to kick it down. The doorbell ring.
Let the doorbell ring.
Now let the doorbell ring.
Oh, let the doorbell ring.
Now let the doorbell ring. Wow, we having a ball. Well, it took another shot. It was 100 proof. I jumped out the window and I started to let the doorbell ring.
Let the doorbell ring.
I let the doorbell ring.
Let the doorbell ring.
We let the doorbell ring. Wow, we having a ball.
Oh, let the doorbell ring. Ding dong, ding dong. Good afternoon, Calvin.
Oh, Lord. I tell you what, having a ball, ain't we, Steve?
Yeah, I tell you, we're better.
We are. We having a good time here. Hey, come on out and see us. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. We'll be here until 2 o'clock this afternoon.
We'll be here till 2, but they'll be here all afternoon.
Yep.
Richard said if he had to stay till 9 o'clock, if he's making a sale, he's the man on the job. So that's
You better
what we
believe
like
it.
to
I heard
hear.
they were up to about 9:30 here last
Kind
night.
of late
selling
last
cars.
night. Come on out here. We've still got a few hot dogs left. Got some good cold drinks, some chips. Calvin said it's a beautiful day. Come on out here and register to win. We're giving away 2 tickets to a North Carolina Tar Heel football game, 2 free rounds of golf at Riverbend YMCA Golf Course, Renaissance Festival tickets, $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln, Boss T-shirts, and come out and check out some of these specials. It's the end of the summer sale. You can save hundreds and thousands of dollars.
That's right. Come on out and check and see. I'll just mention a couple right quick and get out of your way. A 2013 Honda Fit. You'll have a fit over it because you can save $1,900.
Wow.
Hey, listen to this one. 2015 Chevrolet Malibu. Save $3,996 on that car alone. Got a 2012 Nissan Sentra. Save $2,154. You like Mustangs? There's some Mustangs out here. They got a 2016 Ford Mustang. Save $3,436 here on these pre-owned cars. So check out the deals here. They got the transportation specials there, Mr. Perk.
They got some Fiestas, $5,000 off. Escapes, $7,000 off. They got salesmen on the lot finance, 0% finance, and up to 72 months on some of these deals. Got a good lease program. Come out and look up for Richard, one of the salesmen. They'll put you in a car or truck, the vehicle of your choice today.
Yeah, come on out and see us today, and we'll get you a free hot dog. Even if you're wearing a Duke shirt, we'll give you a free hot dog today. All right, Steve, we'll send it back to you. Steve, you got your Tar Heel shirt on today?
I got my Tar Heel hat on.
Tar Heel hat on today. Can you believe a Dookie is wearing a Tar Heel hat?
Well,
What happened to you?
I lost a bet.
Lost a bet. All right, Steve, I'll send it back to you, buddy.
All right, thank you very kindly, Kevin. Let's turn around here and run up to Lincoln County and find out what's going on at the Apple Festival. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How y'all are doing? How's the apples there?
Hey,
Mighty red,
Steve.
mighty red.
Ken
Go
Lincoln,
ahead.
Tim Johnson back at the Apple Festival here, Lincoln County Apple Festival 2017. Man, the streets are full. We got people walking everywhere, eating good food, having a good time, listening to a little bit of good music. And Tim and I will be with you here till at least 4 o'clock. We'll talk a little bit about a couple of our sponsors here today. Magic's Motorsports on East Main Street, Lincoln. Classic Ford Lincoln on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Kimberly Bailey, the grooming lady, on Sycamore Street in Lincoln. Peak Resources on the Dallas-Cherville Highway in Cherville. Roads and Bill Oil Company on East Main Street in Lincoln. West End Sales on Highway 18 North and Vale. Victoria Coal Gifts and Collectibles in downtown Cherville. And Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Walk in Lowell. Tim, we've had a big time here today. Met a lot of wonderful people here in Lincoln County, and we're glad to bring this to you. Catch me and Tim each Friday night at 6:30 to 7, where we talk about Lincoln County football on our Lincoln County football show that's on WLON Lincoln.
Yeah, you're right, Kenny. Big time here at Lincoln at the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival here. Like I say, Tim Johnson, Ken Lee, and I know that Calvin Hastings up in Shelby doing a live remote there at Classic Ford.
A lot of hot dogs down here. Hamburgers. Also got some. I tell you, I got some fried pickles over here. They are out of this world. And some lady brought me some fried apple pies too. I'm telling you, the best apple pies I ever ate in my life. So a lot of people here today. Like Ken said, we met a lot of great, wonderful people here. A lot of great sponsorship here today too. So Kenny, I'm gonna send it back to you and let you take it back down to Steve.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Steve, you got a Carolina hat on. Is that true?
Good job up there.
I know. It's Carolina hat. Yeah,
and you're a Duke fan, and you got a Carolina hat on.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I tell you, I'm a Wolfpack. I'm an NC State Wolfpack fan. So, but Steve, I said Wolfpack. That's right. You got it, man. All right, so we're going to send things back to Steve Roberto in the studio. Good to see you guys. I'm Tim Johnson, Ken Link. We're live at the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival.
Sexy baby, good loving daddy. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Let's get it on. Come to me, baby. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Let your arms shelter me from all hurt and pain. Light my heart with your everlasting flame. Sexy baby, good loving daddy. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Rock me away from here. Let's get it on. Come to me, baby. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Rock me gently. Make me feel like a cloud in the sky. Whisper softly. Let my heart take wing and fly. Sexy baby, ooh, good loving daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Just get it on. Come to me, honey. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Just rock me, baby. Ooh, in my rocking chair, baby. Ooh, all night long till the morning comes, just with you, baby. Ooh, just rock me, baby. In the midnight hour, yeah, in my rocking chair, all night long. Come on, baby, sexy baby. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here. Come on, baby, sexy honey. Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me away from here.
Feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to rumble. Whenever you're around, whenever you're around.
Eternal. I feel the earth move under my feet. Very pleasant, good Saturday afternoon. Let's go live and remote to Classic Ford Lincoln. Good afternoon, Calvin, Mr. Burke, Gerald.
Good afternoon there, Steve. We are at Classic Ford Lincoln. Got the car show going on. Invite you to come on out, and you are the judge. Make your vote, cast your vote. We'll see who wins around 2 o'clock this afternoon, the car show. Richard, what do you think there, buddy?
I think it's been a great day so far. We've had a lot of nice people out here, met a lot of old friends, met some new friends.
Yes, sir.
And enjoy having everybody come out here to our store. It's just a great thing.
It is. Pretty day here. Tell us about some of the deals. I know we got a lot of the deals in the What's Up Shopper. Tell us about some of these deals.
Well, I tell you what, Calvin, we've got probably 15 to 20 cars that are under $15,000. So I always tell people, if you want to figure out what a payment is, if you take $10,000, that's about $200 a month.
Okay.
About $20,000, about $400, and it's just math. About $30,000 is about $600.
Yep.
So if you want, with $15,000 cars that we have here, you're looking at $300 or less a month.
Yeah, and these are like almost brand new. Like
they are. I tell you, I've got a lot of nice cars. No flood damage. Knock on wood.
Yeah, mention that. That's right.
And,
no Florida cars.
Yeah, no Florida cars, no Texas cars. Everything's Carfax all through our shop. We make sure that every car's checked out before we put it out there. I want to make sure that I put my mama in it, and you'll feel safe putting your mama in it.
That sounds great. Hey, one thing too I want to mention. I've been watching this service department. Man, they have been busy today.
Well, we opened up and extended our service hours till 3 o'clock on Saturday. We live in a society where, unfortunately, most people are working 5 days a week. They're busy from 7, 8 a.m. in the morning till 6, 7 o'clock at night. So getting in for service is sometimes a challenge. What I want to do is make sure that we take care of our customers. I don't care what kind of car you got. I just want to make sure you get your oil serviced, make sure that your car stays in the proper working condition so that you can use it in the future.
And no malarkey, I saw Mr. Sparky truck go through.
That is true. He's a good customer of ours.
That's right. I saw his van go. I'll give him a good plug.
You did a good job.
Good customer of ours, too. All right, come see us today. We'll be here till 2. You guys will be here till 7 or ever how long it takes to make a deal.
Absolutely. And we got a brand new piece in if nobody's seen one in person. It just came in last night. GT350. That is one beautiful machine.
Now, how many horsepower that thing got? Good question.
Yeah, I can't remember just right off the top of my head, but it is go fast as you want to.
I bet so. It might outrun my Winnebago here, I tell you, on a Saturday night.
Get it by nose. Get it by nose. But we got some beautiful cars up here, a lot of Mustangs. I got to give a little shout-out to my man over here with the Chevy truck.
That's
there.
Pretty.
That is a 49 Chevy, and that thing has been, the floorboards on it been redone, tongue and grooved. It's beautiful. We have a lot of nice cars that come up here all the time, and I just love people coming up here and seeing us, visiting with our staff. Have a good time.
That's right. That's old Tom over there. It's Tom's 49 Chevy.
That's it.
All right, Steve, we're going to send it back to you. Have a good time. Come on out and see us. Register winner prizes here at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby.
She took me round the world without leaving the room. Have you ever been around the world? You might like that too. That's the way, that's the way I was respectful. She was so polite. Making love to her wasn't on my mind tonight. But she kissed my ear, I kissed her neck. She pulled me closer, and that's what lit my mind. She took me round the world without leaving the room. Go nowhere, just stay. Have you ever been around the world? You might like that too. That's the way. That's the way. She was so
my shoulders and rubbed my back. She said, here's a little something to help you relax. She gave me a little taste of that gin and juice. Then that woman turned me every way but loose. She took me around the world without leaving the room. Come nowhere. This state had ever been around the world. Ooh, you might like that too. That's the way I like it. Just stay right there.
Steve.
I was moving slow, she took me fast. I held my breath just to make it last. Her body moves, bedroom skill, made me do what she wanted at her own free will. She took me around the world without leaving the room. Come nowhere. Just stay right here. I've been around the world. You might like that too. That's the way. Ooh, she took me around the world without leaving the room. Come nowhere. Just stay right here. I've been around the world. Ooh, you might like that too. That's the way. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Ooh, I like this. Ain't everything that a woman can do for a man to do around the world. It made me feel so good. It made me feel so good. Ooh.
Mr. John Hook here, and you're listening to The Boss, WOHS in Shelby, WLON in Lincolnton, your beach, oldies, and sports station.
And W268CU, Shelby. It's the fourth round of the Belt Car Show this Saturday, September 16th.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
I'm Calvin Hastings. Join the boss as we broadcast live during the fourth round of the Belt Car Show this Saturday, 10 to 2 at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Join us for free Dairy Queen hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks. And register to win some great prizes, including tickets to a North Carolina Tar Heel football game, Renaissance Festival tickets, free rounds of golf, free food, and free T-shirts. And check out the great deals during the 20% off sales event. Huge savings on in-stock units. Save even more with your X-Plan. Get up to $12,000 in total savings on the 2017 Ford F-150 XLT EcoBoost. And get $8,000 in total savings on the 2017 Ford Expedition. Come in for all the details during the fourth round of the Belt Car Show this Saturday, September 16th, 10 to 2 at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Here's what's up in Cleveland, Gaston, and Lincoln counties. Brought to you by the What's Up Shopper, Big O Country WCSL, and the Boss WOHS and WLON. The Almost Gong Show is coming October 14th to the Lincoln Cultural Center at 7 p.m. Admission is $15 for adults. Come enjoy the fun as contestants try their best to impress the guest judges. There'll be over $3,000 in cash and prizes. Also, the Shelby Missions Camp will host a family caregiver appreciation brunch on Thursday, November 2nd from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. For information, call 919-422-9990. And that's What's Up, brought to you by the What's Up Shopper. Big O Country, WCSL 1590 AM, and The Boss, WOHS 1390 AM and 101.5 FM, and WLON 1050 AM. For more information, go to whatsupshopper.com.
Have you got a ping, pang, ding going on with your car or truck? Then take it to A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. A-Plus Automotive does all types of automotive repairs, from tune-ups to oil changes and complete diagnostic work. And they are a North Carolina inspection station with over 30 years of experience. See A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. They also do AC and heater repair. Get her running today with a stop at A-Plus Automotive, 1900 Elizabeth Avenue in Shelby. See Charlie Heston today or call 704-482-0441 for A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. Bicycles, located at 306 South Lafayette Street in Uptown Shelby, features Trek and Fuji brand bicycles and Bontrager brand accessories and clothing. Bicycles offers a full-service repair shop for all types of bikes. Purchase a bike from Bicycles, and you get 1 year free service for normal wear and tear on brakes, cables, and gears. Whether you want a mountain bike, road bike, kids bike, BMX, or hybrid bike, Bicycles has the perfect bike for you. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 to 6, Wednesday and Saturdays, 10 to 4. Come see us at Bicycles in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for Family Dental Care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
And now Family Dental Care takes his time to welcome Dr. Paul McMurray to their practice.
And thank you very kindly. And we've got 77 degrees, beautiful on the outside. If you're on the outside in Lincoln County, you've got to be downtown Lincoln County. Let's go to the Apple Festival. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Steve Roberto, I tell you right now, buddy, it is absolutely a spectacular day here at the downtown 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. Tim Johnson, my right-hand man, Mr. Kenny Link. We're part of the Best in Sports, also the first federal Lincoln County High School football show, each and every Friday's pregame show. I tell you, Kenny, I've got some cheesecake stuff up here. Lady brought to me by the name of Miss Lori. So, Lori, hope you can hear me down there, sweetheart. Cremoso Cheesecake Company, they won today the cheesecake contest here, and it is outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it is outstanding food. Also, we have some fried pickles here. Some good people brought up here to us. We got a lot of great food here. Cotton candy, candy apples. A lot of people walking around with apples and stuff like that. I tell you, it's just unbelievable here, Ken.
Yeah, Tim, and that cheesecake, I already ate mine, and you're sort of hesitating on yours. If you're not careful, you won't have one. So here we are back at Lincoln County. Beautiful day. I guess it was ordered by the Chamber of Commerce, and they delivered here today. Join Tim and I on WLON every Friday at 6:30 to 7 for the First Federal Lincoln County football show. And congratulations to East Lincoln head coach Dave Lufowicz, who got his first win last night as East Lincoln defeated East Gaston 22-6.
Yeah, Ken. Also, we got some prizes up here, too. Calvin Hastings, our good man in Shelby at Classic Ford, he will, without a doubt, be giving away some prizes coming up this Monday morning. So you can tune in to Calvin on the 6th and 8 o'clock in the morning. So also then after that, we got Mr. Milton Baker coming up with the Swap Shot. Everybody's favorite DJ out there, Milton Baker of KTC Broadcasting. Also, I want to talk about some sponsors here today for making this day such a special day here for KTC Broadcasting. We're going to go down to line. How about some West End sales out of Highway 18 there, Ken, and also Victoria Cole Gifts and Collectibles Sin, downtown Cherville, and by Full Throttle Power Sports of Indian Walk in Lowell, Jackie Dameron, Farm Bureau Agent on North Aspen Street in Lincolnton, and of course, our good friends down in Kings Mountain, Parker Farm Services out of Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain, just around the corner, Antique Mall in the beautiful downtown area of Lincolnton. And so a lot of great things happening here today. And I tell you, Kenny, it is an absolutely beautiful day. I want to know something, Ken. Who's that good-looking lady right behind you right there?
Well, that would be someone I know really well, my daughter, but she's a little bit shy. Most of the time she's not that way, but she is right now. So.
All righty, Steve. We're going to let you take it back to the studios here. We're downtown Lincolnton, 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. You're with Tim Johnson and, of course, my man, Mr. Baseball himself, Kenny Link.
ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks up to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. Say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easier said than done when you just can't break away. You just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free. You'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Ooh, young heart, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they sing. Self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day. But how can I turn loose when I just can't break away? When I just can't break away. Oh, your heart, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. You and me. Ooh, your heart, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, your heart, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. It don't love you. Oh, your heart, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, your heart.
That's John Hook here, and you're listening to The Boss. WOHS in Shelby, WLON in Lincolnton, your beach, oldies, and sports station.
And W268CU, Shelby.
You really love me. Tell me, love me. And you really love me. Won't you tell me that I won't have to be playing around? You call my name, ooh, so sweet, to make your kiss incomplete. When your mood is clear, you quickly change your ways. Then you say I'm untrue. What am I supposed to do? Be a fool who sits alone waiting for you. But if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah. And if you really see the light of your smile calling me all the while. You are saying, baby, it's time to go. First the feeling's all right, then it's gone from sight. So I've taken out this time to say, well, oh, if you really love me, won't you tell me you love me? And if you really need me, won't you tell me, baby, tell me? Then I won't have to be playing around, playing
Stevie Wonder, if you really love me. Let's go live and remote to Classic Ford, Lincoln. Good afternoon, Calvin and Mr. Burke.
Hey there, Steve.
Hey, Bert. I mean,
Hey, yes, you got
Girlfriend.
You got Gerald, and you got Bob here too. You got Kirk, and you got Calvin. You got us all four here. We are at Classic Ford. We have had a real good time today, and we're going to continue to have a real good time at our car show going on today. And also got some great deals, Bob, going on here at Classic Ford.
Absolutely. You can save a lot of money because they've got a lot. What, that hurt your ears? Those pretty ears of yours, Steve. Oh, but they've got a lot of nice pre-owned cars out here on the lot. Many of them under $15,000. And Richard was out here talking about the differences in car payments. You know, car's about $10,000, about $200 a month car payment. So Gerald's feeding back, of course. But anyway, you can save 20% off during the sale event. You can get huge savings on in-stock event. So don't let this slip by. And while you're here, register to win 2 tickets to the North Carolina Tar Heel football game.
All right. Come on, Duke.
Who?
Blue Devils.
Are they a football? Oh, okay. 3 rounds of golf at the Riverbend YMCA.
Four.
And Renaissance Festival tickets.
Okay.
Watch them joust.
That's right.
And $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant.
Ooh, that sounds like some good food.
Tasty. And of those ever famous Boss T-shirts.
Yes, Perk usually has his own, but he's got KTC Broadcasting on today. We have had a good time here today at Classic Ford, and like we said, continue to have that in just a few minutes. We'll find who's going to get the belt for today.
Absolutely. So come on out to visit with us at 1775 East Dixon Boulevard here in Shelby. Back to you, Steve.
The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details, and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Flu shots are now available at the Falston Pharmacy in Falston, at Allen Drug Store in Stanley, and at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Come get yours today. And now all 3 stores can bill Medicaid along with Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready when that old flu bug tries to put you down. Get your flu shot now and be ready to fight back. Get yours today at Allen Drug Store, Main Street in Stanley, Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston, and at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville.
Yeah. Y'all ready to do this one? All right then. Let's go. Woo!
You're the entertainer, the entertainer. You made them laugh and you left them feeling glad. You made them cry and you left them feeling sad. They've seen you perform in so many plays, but they're not to know you're unhappy today. So they'll never know. Go on with the show, 'cause you're the entertainer, the entertainer. You're the entertainer, the entertainer. The curtain's up and your audience is waiting out there. Now walk on stage, boy, like you don't have a care. And don't let them know that you're feeling so low. Since your girl put you down, you're a sad-hearted clown. But the show must go on and on. 'Cause you're the entertainer, the entertainer. You're the entertainer, the entertainer. Yeah. Now hear that applause, now you know you made the grade. You fooled them well for the money they paid. Now walk off in style and don't forget to smile. Though your heart tells you frown, you can't let the people down. Sure, your one girl has gone, but you got to perform when you're the entertainer. Tell yourself that you're the entertainer. You know you can do it. You're the entertainer. Walk off in style. You're the entertainer. Come on and smile. You're the
Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, it's cold. Move it in, move it out, move it in, rock it back, this is cold. Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it around, this cold lady. Well, yeah, sexy lady. Said I like the way you do your thing. Lord, I'm missing girl. You dance so fine, and you're right on time. Girl, you ought to be on TV on Soul Train. When you get to groove, there ain't no stopping. Just can't help it, but I'm finger popping. Shake it off, move it in, just cold. You dance so fine, and you're right on time. Girl, you're driving me out of my mind. Yeah. If it wasn't for the girl sitting next to me, I
Just stop, Shirley. Stop, Shirley. Johnny Taylor, disco lady.
I hear you, Gerald. I hear you, buddy. I mean, Gerald. I hear you, Steve. Hey, all right. We're at Classic Ford in Shelby. Mike has arrived. Got a pretty young lady with him. We're ready to rock and roll here today. We're set on go. That's right, Mr. Perk. Hey, we're having a good time here at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Got the big 20% off sales event going. We got the car show going. We got some good-looking vehicles out here. We invite you to come on out and see us. We'll be here until 2 o'clock, so we got about 45 more minutes or so to go here. So come on out and register to win. Perk, we got some good prizes that we're giving away today. Wait a minute, I don't think your mic's on. Works a whole lot better. Well, it might be broke. Let me see that thing. Let me see that thing. Let me get a battery. Huh, a battery I think's dead.
That ain't good. Anyway, we're going to give away 2 tickets to a North Carolina Tar Heel football game, 3 rounds of golf at the Riverbend YMCA Golf Course. Those beautiful Renaissance Festival tickets. If you've never been, you need to come and register. $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln County. Boss T-shirts. Coming out here and register. Look at some of these beautiful cars we are. This is the summer sales event. 0% approved credit for up to 72 months. They've got a great lease program. They've got salesmen on the lot. They got on-the-lot financing. They'll put you in a vehicle drive. We're going to be here another 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour, but they'll be here until late tonight, whatever it takes to sell a car. So come on out here and join us at Classic Fords. And as we said, save thousands of dollars. And remember, on this Classic Car Show today, you, the people, you make the decision on who wins these belts, don't you, Calvin? The driver's got nothing to do.
That's right. You better believe it. So come on out and see us. We'll be here, like we said, until 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've got our drawings coming up, so come on out, get in the drawing, get your free Dairy Queen hot dog here this afternoon. All right, Steve, don't forget Tar Heel football coming your way at 2:30. And little programming reminder, be sure the automation is on at 2:30. So there you go, Steve. We'll send it back to you, buddy.
Okay, thank you, Calvin. We'll do. And, of course, we're going to turn around and run over to Lincoln County to the Apple Festival. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are the apples? How is the garden growing this afternoon? Yeah, there we go. I think you're there. Are you there? Well, maybe you're not. I didn't let you know.
We're here.
There you go. Go ahead.
We're here. All right, we're here, Steve, live at the Lincoln County Annual Apple Festival 2017. And, yeah, there's plenty of apples here. There's plenty of people here and plenty of food. We got some folks right across from us that we'd want to show a shout-out to, doing some good work here at the Lincoln County Prison Ministry, St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Lincoln, United Way in Lincoln County, Webb's Chapel United Methodist Church, and Supernatural Acts, as well as what's that?
New Day Ministries.
New Day Ministries also.
How about New Day Ministries up there? Now, wait a minute now. Did I hear Webb Chapel United Methodist over there go woo? Oh, guys, y'all can do better than that. Come on, guys. Yeager over there, the pastor.
Okay, we're brought here today by a bunch of good sponsors we want to talk about. Jackie Dameron from Farm Bureau Agent on North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Parker Farm Service on Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. By just around the corner Antique Mall in downtown Lincoln. By Magic's Motorsports in East Main Street, Lincoln. By Classic Ford Lincoln on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. By Kimberly Bailey, the grooming lady on Sycamore Street in Lincoln. By Peak Resources on the Dallas-Cherville Highway in Cherville. By Rhodes and Beal Oil Company on East Main Street in Lincoln. By West End Sales on Highway 18 North in Vale. By Victoria Cole Gifts and Collectibles in downtown Cherville. And by Full Throttle Motorsports in Indian Walk in Laurel. We'll be here till 4 o'clock with the Lincoln County folks. And come by and see us. We're associated right out from City Lunch, between City Lunch and Bank of America. So join us here.
Absolutely, Ken. So a lot of great people here today. Big Apple Festival here at Lincolnton. Downtown 2017. I tell you what, Ken, they have to be at least 60, 70,000 people here without a doubt here today. So everybody, if you're coming by, stop in and say hello to Tim and Ken. Also, grab yourself some great food here. We got cotton candy apples. I see everybody walking around with a bag of apples everywhere. Also, make sure, people, that you drink lots of fluids today, too, so because it's a hot one here today downtown Lincoln for the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. So we're going to send things back to our good friend in the studio, Mr. Steve Roberto. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, fine. Thank you. Let's do the electric slide.
Let's do it, Steve. Come on.
You can't see it. It's electric. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Ooh, it's shocking. It's electric. Take it out, Mr. Kelly, with that fucking electric man. She's a moving like electric. She's so got the boogie. You gotta know it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Then you can't hold it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you know it's there. Teach you, teach you, teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't resist it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't do without it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Take it up, Mr. Molly. She's a chicken, a feeling Cali. She's a moving along electric. She's so got the boogie. Don't wanna lose it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you can't use it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you know it's there. Heaven and death away. Teach you, teach you, teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide. You can't see it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Ooh, it's shocking. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Take it up, Mr. Kelly, with that fucking electric man. She's a moving along electric. She's so got the boogie. You gotta know it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Then you can't hold it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But you know it's there.
Marcia Griffin, electric slide. I'm going to hold a clinic one day, teach everybody how to do. I do the electric slide. Let's go live.
I don't know if
I
see
doubt
or
it.
not.
Stop, Shirley. Stop.
All right, Steve. They came out and said, make an announcement. I said, okay. And they wanted to announce that, hey, now is the final time, final minutes, only a few minutes left for you to get your vote in for the the winner of the Belt Car Show here today. So you only got just a few minutes left to get your vote in to be the winner of the Belt Car Shows. So come on out, get your vote in, because we're going to be announcing it here in about 15 minutes. So if you haven't voted, be sure to vote for your favorite car or truck or whatever for the Classic Car Show belt. The belt winner will be announcing it here in about 10 or 15 minutes. All right, Steve, folks listening, come on by. You still got some Dairy Queen hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks, and you got just a few more minutes to come by and cast your vote for the winner of the Belt Car Show. All right, Steve, back to you, buddy.
Thanks, sir. Make me feel like dancing. Leo said.
You play uptown.